and welcome to Roll For It, where today we are all in the wrong spots because I forgot to do that, but did everything else right. Look, I did everything else, so it's fine.
No, you didn't. You're giving us the potato mic.
Well, you've got the potato mic, so that doesn't matter. Okay?
Stuff is mean to go on.
Professional.
You mean professional. And I'm never professional, but I'm always a professional. Okay.
And they weren't all wrong, at least. Some of them were.
Look, the boys were okay.
Do you want us to just do the camera shuffle?
No, I've already started. I'm nearly done. Anyway, hi, welcome to Roll For It, where today we're starting a new...
there's two Interlysiums according to the overlay.
What? Where?
You're GMing as well.
Oh, god damn it. I knew that was a mistake. I'll fix that. It's fine. I can
only thing. Totally the only thing.
Look.
I can do it. It's fine.
And I remember, I told myself before the call, remind E to do the cameras, because he won't otherwise, and I forgot. I should have known.
Look, I was too busy figuring out how makeup works, and now I regret everything to do with my gender, so it's fine. Okay, hi, welcome. I'm going to fix this while I'm trying to talk, so this is going to get confusing. But hello!
Do you want someone else to do that?
I mean, I'm going to just try and multitask because I feel put upon now, so I'm going to try and, like, show them that I can deal. So hi. Welcome to Roll For It, where your favorite YouTubers get together and play some lovely tabletop RPGs. Of course, today we are playing Monster Hearts for a 4-episode short season of River Valley High, which is our new Monster Hearts show. So hopefully you will enjoy it. Of course, Lauren's going to be emceeing, Master Ceremonies, GM. Not me. I'm down here. She's up there. Ignore the name. Right, so anything else we need to do before announcements? Just straight into announcements? We good?
I don't. I'm going to tell you this just while you're fixing stuff on the overlay. Your lovely name scroll doesn't perfectly fit into the box.
I know. That's technically also buggered. It's not showing Roll20 because Roll20 had issues recently. Look, everything else was fine until I booted it up. Okay. In which case,
just the one thing. Just the one thing.
Yeah, just the one thing, and the other thing, and the other, many one things. Okay, they're all one thing.
Huh?
Shut up, Bentham.
Meanwhile, I have a cat.
That's also really disconcerting when, like, suddenly part of the locker disappears.
It's fine.
Okay, Bentham, you want to do the announcements?
Okay, so today's episode is supported by our Legend tier supporter Kirby. Thank you very much for supporting this. Only knowing that at the time that it was Project Angst and not any of the other details, but I told him that was before we announced it.
Sheepy raises a great point. Stop shouting E, she got dumped. Exactly. Thank you.
No sympathy.
I know. There's no feelings there whatsoever.
Look, I have
Thank you, Kirby, for
feelings for you. I hate to break it to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Kirby, for supporting today's episode. It's gonna be a mess, I'm sure. I hope you enjoy it.
It's already a mess. Don't worry.
Also, the February admin recap is live, where we talk about all the behind the scenesy gubbins and like how the previous month has gone and our plans for the future and all that. So you can watch that on the Patreon. Also, you can look at the final character sheets for Blades, of course. Now that the show is over, all those character sheets are up on the Patreon, available for you to see just how far we came in that time. And, like, who min-maxed their stats and who just tried to get a dot in everything. I tried to get a dot in everything.
It was actually quite funny to see, like, Maggie went 100% down ghosts, and she is the queen of ghosts. Everything else, not great. Some of the other people were like, I'm going to be very everywhere.
I like characters that have like a drive and then they have flaws in other places, because when you fail in your roles, it really like makes it apparent like what your character is.
It's a good job that none of us are flawed and everyone's perfect in this game.
Yeah.
I'm so perfect. What are you talking about?
No monsters, just hearts. It's fine.
By the way, this track is called The Monster I've Become, so I thought it was fitting.
It's perfect for that high school intro video.
Yep, absolutely. Speaking of Monster Hearts, the character summary video is out now, so you can see like us talking about our creation, what skins we all have, which I think we're going to keep secret for now, but you can go look at it there if you want to. if we haven't revealed them all by the end of the episode, which we probably haven't. I feel like a lot of them will still be in question. You can find out all the choices we made and how we worked out all the strings and things. And then also the character sheets themselves will be coming out in the coming week.
Strings
Finally,
and things. That's my Monster Hearts cover-up band.
Yes, finally, I believe daylight savings is going to return to normal next week. Everything's going to catch up with each other, and it's all going to make sense.
Not Saturday, but Sunday.
Again.
Yes.
Yes, Sunday. The Saturday show will still be like that because the divide is between Saturday and Sunday, just to make it even more confusing.
It's the same as last time. When we swapped over, it was only the Sunday one first. It's weird. But
Yeah,
I will
so
give you warning on social media, so follow us on Roll For It at all the places, and you will know.
Yep. It's only a problem for people in the US, where the show will now go back an hour to where it used to be.
The continental US that also includes other places in North America, such as Canada. I don't know where else beyond that, but it definitely includes Canada.
Wherever it has that does the clock change different from the rest of the world because it's confusing and weird. And why? Why do we do this? Why do we do this to ourselves?
Why do we do it at all, let alone differently?
Yep, it's a pain. Makes everything so confusing. But it's gonna be back to normal next week, so that's lovely.
Yeah, nothing really changes
Entrance.
too much for the EU folks.
Yep. As the clocks move, so do we. It all stays the same.
We're EU based, so.
Except our calendar is US based, so I always get notifications for our shows an hour early right now.
We changed it. Bentham and I changed it.
I don't know, for VTM
When
it certainly
you put-
notifies me.
When you put stuff in, I think it always it's weird. It's fine though.
It's fine.
Yeah, because
I know what time the show's on.
I put all the stuff on the calendar because I'm the calendar master, so it does get a little weird. I suppose.
Okay, I keep it all in my brain. It works out fine. Anyway, so the way that this show operates, the way we are able to keep the lights on and pay our cast and all that kind of cool things, paying artists and that stuff, is by Patreon. As mentioned a couple times in the announcements, we have a Patreon where you can support us and get various different rewards, including, as mentioned, character sheets, the recaps, the character summary videos, and that kind of thing. You can also get MP3s of all of our shows, after shows we record. After every show, we talk about the events of it, our behind-the-scenes thoughts and our plans and all that kind of thing. You can also get behind-the-scenes GM information, secret GM plotting and planning. We might get some notes for this one, in fact, because usually Lauren makes pages and pages of notes that we could just chuck up on there for everyone to see.
You mean my secret
also,
notes that I'm going to totally hand to people in their lockers? Yeah.
I will scan them and upload them for you all.
Excellent.
I'm just moving them so people can't see what's going on. I use highlighter and stuff, color coding.
It's nice.
Oh
It's
my god,
organized.
adjust to the fan art!
My favorite thing is that you'll be
skip.
able to see the slow but consistent changes to any ideas that I had initially. You're like, oh, that never happened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was fun for the masks one when I was reading through and we're like, oh, that was what that was.
Yeah, that one.
This was
that
the
one, 'cause I
secret
kept it
behind the
as a
scenes
Google
mechanisms.
Doc. You could see each of the revisions. Whereas like the first day, I think I had like a paragraph in the document. I was like,
Yep.
we'll figure it out as we go.
Yes, also you can submit names for NPCs that we will then use to name random people we encounter during the episodes. It can be anyone, and they can become like vitally important or like disappear or die immediately or whatever. Either way, we always appreciate it.
In
And,
fact, on that note,
also,
I did just
yeah.
name 2 of my friends after people on the Patreon name list.
That is true. Need to get some more of them. We're running a bit low.
Oh, also I named people in the game.
If you're crazy, you can support at the Legend tier, which allows you to take part in a once-monthly game GM'd by a member of the cast. It's not streamed, it's just a private game that you can take part in. This month, we have Josh GMing, and they're playing Skyfarer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get
Directly
in
after.
on that? I love Skyfair.
I mean, if you're free after Roll For It tonight, then yes.
Oh, I'm not because Animal Crossing.
Don't worry, I
the
can
meeting we have-
multitask.
Do you have to be in? I guess you do have to be in Animal Crossing at certain times for certain things. That is a thing.
Well, I would be playing all day today if I wasn't here.
Okay, you've got. I'm imagining that your calendar is now filled in with blocks of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, pretty much anytime I'm not doing something, I'm playing Animal Crossing. That's the block.
It's like, sorry, I'm not free tomorrow. I've got an appointment with Blathers. I gotta deliver some stuff to the museum.
Well, Blathers isn't available at the moment because he's building his new museum. So the only people that I need to talk to are Tom Nook about my mortgage.
Of course, yeah.
already paid my mortgage. Now he wants me.
What? Are you not saving your bells for the stock market?
Amusingly, I have no idea about Animal Crossing, so the only thing I've currently got is that it allows you to be someone who isn't a millennial or can't buy a house or have a decent income, and then
You
pay a
are
mortgage
always
without
in
worrying.
debt. You are always in debt.
So
Always
it's a
in debt.
millennial simulator.
But
Oh, no. But you actually get to own a
mortgages-
house.
The mortgages
Okay,
are
so kind
interest
of
free.
millennial,
This is a
like-
key thing. Tom Nook is actually like a wonderful guy because the mortgages are rent free. He's like, you can have the house now. You don't have to pay for it straight away, and I'm not going to make you pay more if you take time to pay it. He'll never
Exactly.
come after you
It's
if you
like
don't pay the
rent
mortgage.
to buy
He's actually
situation
awesome.
type of thing.
It's all lies. Tom Nook
Exactly.
is great.
As far as we can prove, he's never broken anyone's knees for rent money.
Anyway, now that you know exactly when this is happening, if you're watching the VOD in the future,
As opposed to watching the VOD in the past, which, a lot of people do.
the other ways that you can support us are via Twitch. You can become a Twitch subscriber, which gives you emotes and badges, cool stuff like that. And you can drop us bits. They land in the cup over somewhere there. It's way over there, I think. And physics happens. You can try and cover up the logo or reveal it, depending on how you're feeling. And also, you can give us tips. They appear on the screen, and we read them out at the end to thank you for supporting our show. Also, you can support us on YouTube. You can become a YouTube member, which gives you emotes and badges there. And being a YouTube member, a Twitch subscriber, or a Patreon supporter all gives you access to our Discord server, where you can talk with everyone else about what we're up to, and occasionally others as well. And we drop hints about coming shows and all that kind of thing. Please come hang out there. We love to talk to people there. Also, just being here is awesome. Watching the stream, watching the VODs later, we really appreciate it. And tell your friends to come watch it and about all the weird, and crazy, stupid things we do. And
this is definitely one of them.
And yeah, also we love fan art, by the way. Fan art's great. Shout out to Miyazella for always making fan
She
art
already
before
sent
the
us-
shows even start.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it, Mia, so much.
We love when you tweet at us and Facebook us and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's all the things. Are we ready?
Yay, all the things. Oh yeah, I do have pom-poms too. But the cat keeps trying to eat them, so I have to put them away. Also, my green screen isn't wide enough to do like actual cheers.
You can only go up and down.
Yeah, I can only go up and down. And a little sideways.
You're vertical cheering. Is that me? Is it me now? Am I taking over? I'll take it. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. If you're unfamiliar with Monster Hearts is a powered by the apocalypse RPG system. So it uses the same format, basic concept of rules as things like Masks, Apocalypse World, all of those good things. So if you've seen other shows that have involved using powered by the apocalypse here, but Monster Hearts focuses on the trials and tribulations of teenagers who are also monsters and want to be teenagers but are also monsters. So we get to see how they deal with all of those emotional problems of being teenagers and also monsters. Things get complicated for them real fast and emotional. So bearing that in mind, if anything comes up, we will be utilizing tools like the X card for people here in the show. But if anything, digs up old feelings for you as a teenager, then take a break, do all that good stuff for yourself. So with that, let us transition over. We pan across a valley. Perhaps one might call it a river valley. There are trees in the distance lining the edges of the valley. We see suburban homes. I imagine this place is very suburbia. That sort of seems like what it is to me. We're not in a city. There's maybe a city within driving distance. We see highway, we see strip malls and small sections, but we pass over a lot of homes and a lot of houses and a lot of suburban areas and a few places with there's a library and there's, a town center and there's a little bit of place to hang out, but it's not maybe the most interesting place for a lot of teenagers to be. And we come across River Valley High. This is a unique school because we're going to call it an international school because we have people here who know two completely different school systems, and we're just going to kind of make it up. So smile and nod a lot whenever we talk about anything literally related to school. And does someone want to tell me, we never decided, like, what type of school building is this? Are we like a particularly modern exterior? Is this like an older building that's maybe been refurbished in some ways? Like, or is
Older
this
but
much
modernized
old?
like quite a lot, but it's like an old building maybe?
So like maybe it has
Cool,
one
that-
part that's an old building and then like an extension that's like new and shiny. So you look at it and you're like, oh, that's old and quaint. And then you go around the side and it's like glass and concrete.
Yep, there's like the core old brick thing, and then
Yeah.
at some point there's just like a glass tube coming out the side into like a fancy building.
Yeah, big glass and concrete square.
Yeah, so we see like a quaint old building and it's like nice and pretty, and you know, like maybe there's like a bell tower and the bell starts ringing, and then we like pan over this like concrete glass like modern somewhat monstrosity, and we sort of swing around. We see the fields, the sports fields, track and fields. We see students kind of funneling into the school building as the day is beginning here. And I think we'll take a moment and maybe I'll have each of you kind of describe like your entrance and arrival at school. So we know maybe it's an old building, it's old style. Maybe it wasn't ever actually old by US standards, it's old. But yeah, as each of you enter, like what do we see? How do you present yourself? Do you arrive on time? Are you hurried? Like are you put together? So who probably arrives earliest to school? Who thinks that their character would be there like already well before the first bell is ringing?
I have to make an entrance, so I'm not first.
Okay.
People need to be there to witness me.
Oh, okay.
She puts some like
Yeah,
silver
right.
spray and just runs in going, witness me.
I think Adam would be quite early.
Adam's quite early, like kind of morning and very much before school has started. So what do we see when Adam comes to school? Does he get dropped off? Does he walk? Does he bus? Where does he go? Like describe me Adam's arrival at the school.
There's an important question. When are we setting this?
I think we said it's set around this time of year. So like we'll say it's
Well, I mean,
spring. I'm gonna say it's not set during a pandemic. So like
How about 2002?
That wasn't what I meant. I meant, is it like 2010 or 2000 and...
I think it's teen. Yeah, let's go
Okay.
teen. So
Okay.
you have cell phones.
In that case, it's an Uber.
Okay. I like it. All right. So Adam
I don't have an Uber
uh,
sound effect.
gets dropped off by what is an Uber sound effect besides a car?
I've only got buses.
It's just car noise.
There's probably an Uber bus.
Yeah.
It
So
might be
we're
bus,
in
okay.
There's definitely buses.
201 question mark.
Yep, sounds good. It steps out of an Uber. And yeah, he gets out just by the front of the school, just kind of looks around awkwardly,
It's
and
pretty empty, I think, at this point. Like we're, well before school starting. So there's like a couple of stragglers, other people like who are there maybe for some sort of morning club.
so Adam looks very kind of fresh-faced, like he's the new kid, and like he's kind of got that look about him of like he kind of, it's the thing is that, like, you initially it's like, hey, he looks new, and then it's like, wait, no, he looks like literally new. Like he doesn't have any like spots or
He's still got a
anything.
price tag on it.
He's got a receipt sticking out of his pocket for him.
It's kind of, if you look too long, it gets a bit unsettling. Kind of like, this guy doesn't look like he's done, like he's been outside ever. But
The
like,
real
not
question
because
is-
it's not that he's pale. It's that he just lacks any kind of texture.
Bentham. The real question is, how hot is he?
Yeah.
He's very mediocre.
Is he like super average person?
Yes.
Just like average height, average build, average everything?
Yep. Completely.
Okay.
And he's
Average
he's in
everything.
a-
Just okay.
He's in kind of like a very, very smart, like buttoned up shirt, and then over that he's got a hoodie. Sticks his hand in his pockets and scurries up to the building.
Oh, where does
Like,
he go?
how-
Like, what's his like go-to location? Does he just go straight to like the form home classroom, or
I think not. What he
So,
does, he walks in.
skulk.
He like travels down the corridors, and he walks by the form room and glances in and keeps going.
okay? So he doesn't. Where does he head to?
He just walks around for a while.
Just kind of mills about. Okay, he loiters. He loiters at his own school, except I guess he's allowed to be there, so it's not technically loitering. Some time will pass. We're getting closer to the actual start of the school day. Who do we think arrives next? You can also arrive within close time to each other.
Well, from what I can guess, the next person, despite not being early or even possibly on time, I think Cecil would probably be next.
Okay.
And he just
So are
kind
we
of...
saying Tiffany and Daisy, you're both going to arrive late?
I'm not going to be late.
Okay.
Daisy will be slightly late.
I will
Daisy's
But
be
slightly
just in
late.
time, like she's very close to running late.
Okay.
I will be perfectly on time,
like the bell
only
rings,
5
you
minutes
walk in.
before. Yeah.
Okay. So Cecil or Cecil, because you're British.
Gonna get a lot of that, are we?
I really can't. I've listened to too much Welcome to Night
I am
Vale.
just going to call you Cecil or Cecil now.
So Cecil,
Mhm.
you do you arrive late or do you arrive early or on time? So that we can determine whether or not you're there
He,
before.
he arrives maybe a little bit early, but not
Okay, like
particularly, yeah.
5 maybe 10
Yeah,
minutes. But yeah.
with just enough time to get.
So does he
to
get the
class.
bus to school? Does he walk? Like how does he?
He gets his bike. He arrives on a
Ah.
bike with
Tell me about this bike. Is it like an old kind of junky bike? Is it like a slick racing bike? Is it an electric bike?
it's definitely old and junky. It's like one of those
You're at a fixie.
not a fixie,
Okay.
but it's one of those old off-road bikes with the chunky tire and like it's covered in mud. It's like paint's chipped. Tires are probably a little too soft looking. Like handlebars are worn. It's not in the best of shape, but it works. So whatever. And he arrives probably biking together with his mate Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos. Perfect hair.
Yeah, just props up the bike on the bike stands and gets off, like takes off his helmet, and he's probably a little bit short for his age. So when he gets off the bike, he's like definitely lower than Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's got slightly greasy black straight hair and
Buddy, take a shower.
yeah, well, I mean, the clothes are all a little bit crumpled and they probably just about passed the smell test. And he's wearing like a nerdy t-shirt underneath the...
Tell me what's on this nerdy t-shirt. We
Well,
need this little
on this
insight
one,
into your character.
yes. Well, on the nerdy t-shirt that he is wearing, it's probably a slightly bustier than normal Jesse from Team Rocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So
And probably
Carlos-
also Pokemon,
Yeah. Carlos and Cecil, the two of you, park your bikes. You head in. Do you just go straight to the classroom? Because like you're probably like maybe 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
Start.
Pop into class, like sit down on the table and like start playing Game Boy or whatever. Switch.
Pull it up. Yeah, you pull out your Switch Lite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Start playing Animal Crossing.
That game is so retro now. Or not retro? I guess hard to say. The Switch Lite wouldn't be out in 2019. Whatever. It's an alternate universe. Switch Lite came out.
Cecil got like a special Japanese import or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's a DS. You totally have like the DS.
Definitely has
Right?
a
It's
very
DS, 'cause
funky.
This was before the Switch would be like portable enough to bring to school. Yeah.
Yep. He's got his limited edition Zelda DS and he's playing oh, you know what? He's
That
playing
one's so pretty.
Fire Emblem.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Leveling up those relationships.
Yeah. I feel like Carlos isn't also playing, but he's very attentive to what it is you're playing. Like he watches and he's like, all right, like offers questions and advice. And I don't know if that's like, I feel like that's part of like your banter conversation, like the two of you discussing the merits of different character relationships in Fire Emblem.
Definitely. Absolutely.
But it's not Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is like the one before that.
Yeah. This is, God, what's the one on DS? That one.
We don't need to specify.
That one.
We're going to give a very precise dating of this show based on what Fire Emblems
are available.
So you head into the classroom, you sit down, bell isn't rung, so no one's like mad at you. Like 5 seconds before the bell rings, actually I guess maybe slightly before that, we're gonna see Tiffany's arrival, right? Because you have to time your entrance into the classroom perfectly. So describe to me, tell me, what do we see when Tiffany arrives? How does she get to school? How does she make her way through the building to the classroom?
Her mom is a stay-at-home mom, so she picks up her and her cheer squad, and you see Tiffany probably in the front, like fixing her makeup in the mirror, and then in the back seat is Stephanie, Bethany, and Johnny.
And so she drives you all to school, pulls up out front, drops you off. Turns to you,
and
you know, what's something your mom would say to you? I feel like it'd be like, now remember, you're a star. And then like pinches your cheek and then like lets you go.
It's that mom.
Of course,
gotcha.
Mom.
Yeah.
How could I
Shine
forget? You
bright.
tell me every day.
Burn their retinas.
She like gets out of the car, and immediately when she's out of the car, Johnny like pulls out a phone and it has like a ring light on it, and he starts videotaping her, and she's like, "Hey, cheer fam, just starting school. You know, stay in school. That's the way to be cool." And she walks back in, and he stops it, posts it. You see Bethany kind of like talking to her and telling her like her schedule, and then Stephanie's just like spraying her hair to make sure that it looks perfect.
Okay, so Bethany's your PA, Stephanie's your stylist, and Johnny's your cameraman.
Of course.
Cool. I just want to like note down there.
I know you guys are gonna hate.
I love her.
I love you
I
all.
think she's great.
You can totally hate my character. I understand.
Feel free to hate characters,
Chat.
just don't hate players.
Just don't hate me. I love you.
Cat hates it so
Stephanie,
much.
I already apologized to the entire cast. I was like, I don't mean to be mean. Me. But my
So
character-
as you like approach the school, like you get, you know, Johnny probably like, he's like, oh, this is perfect spot, and like you do like a candid photo shoot like really fast.
Oh yeah, she's like up against the locker with her like books and just like really super cash, you know.
Oh my God, you look so great. You look so great. And you know, Stephanie fixes up your hair. So you do your little photo shoot. Then you immediately starts editing.
No, I
the
don't like that.
photos.
You need to take a better one from the other angle. It like
Oh,
makes
of
my
course,
chin look
I'm
like
so sorry.
I have a double chin or something, Johnny. Come on.
We can edit that out in post. And he just starts like fixing all of the photos on the phone and like puts together your next batch of various social media posts. What is she a TikTok? Like, is it Snapchat? Like, what's your predominant?
Everything.
Everything.
Come on, get with it. You can if then and post everywhere all at once at the same time. Johnny's super savvy.
So Johnny
it's like,
immediately
this is too real.
gets to work on your daily various social media postings across your various channels. And then you probably get told by Bethany, she's like, you have 30 seconds to get to class. You've already timed this perfectly. Like she knows exactly how long it takes you to get from A to B, and like directs you immediately.
Good job, Bethany. You're really getting a hang of this.
I've been paying attention.
And then she just like walks through the door and immediately like, you know.
She stands like in the doorway. The bell rings.
Yeah.
And
she
your
like puts her hand up.
classroom
Perfect.
teacher is like, "Good morning, Tiffany. Welcome. Go ahead and take a seat."
Of course.
And you
Thank
all
you.
saunter in. as everybody, all of you in the classroom currently, Cecil, Adam. Adam, I assume you may get to class on time at some point.
Yeah, sure. Like just before the bell goes, I think Adam just shuffles in, sits down.
Very quietly. You probably enter like the back door of the classroom rather than the like front door. Tiffany walks across the front, capturing everybody's attention because she has to walk across the entire classroom in order to get from the door to her desk, and takes a seat. And then the teacher starts calling roll, seeing who's there. And I imagine, is that like a little bit when Daisy would probably show up?
I think Daisy gets there like as she's calling Daisy's name.
Okay, so we'll backtrack a little bit to Daisy's arrival while, we're seeing all of this simultaneously, cameras panning across the school. So EE, where do we find Daisy?
Daisy is probably like running in across the steps kind of hurriedly. She doesn't run, but she's like walking like super briskly. She's got a satchel bag under one arm. She's a little bit on the short side with like dirty blonde hair that's kind of got a peach tone that's going out. Like she dyed it like a few months ago and it's starting to fade. She's wearing a red multicolored blazer with some sequins on it and like a yellow blouse with like multifaceted different yellow colors on it as well, and a denim skirt. And her face is kind of like roundish with like a permanent little pout in it. And she's hurrying into class, and she probably gets there just as her name is being called.
Daisy Green, as the door like open.
Sorry I'm late, miss.
Daisy, this is the third day in a row.
And?
At some point, I'm going to have to start marking you absent if you're not here when class starts. You can't just get here when I call your name.
Oh, I thought I just had to be here when you called my name. Sorry.
No, you need to be here when the bell rings.
Okay.
Teacher, exasperated sigh, marks you as present. And
you hear whispers. I don't know if Daisy hears them, but Tiffany's not trying to be quiet about it.
Daisy doesn't know.
She's whispering next to Bethany, and she's like, I heard that Daisy, who's the guy that you were dating?
Oliver.
You were dating Oliver.
Right? I heard that her and Oliver broke up.
And you're whispering this to Bethany, and she's like, well, I can immediately confirm those rumors through a series of social media posts, and she sends them over to you. Like she is sleuthed the rumors, and she's like, so dated 3 days ago, I found this post from Daisy's Instagram feed, and then like Oliver was seen at this time, blah blah blah, and has like said to you like her entire like. I assume the whispering is actually done via text because that is far more subtle.
Tiffany's looking at Oliver's Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Does he look good?
Oh, Oliver is very attractive. Yes, he is like Oliver is the cool, intelligent, like he is the head boy. He's everything. Like he is the best boy in the grade. Like
okay.
Yeah. If you were going to date someone at the top, it's going to be Oliver.
Yeah, he's like 5'11", 6 foot, kind of Middle Eastern descent, athletic but slim.
Incredibly attractive,
Yep.
Very smart, good grades, high expectations. Like he's going to go to Oxbridge.
Wears like shirts with like quality woolen like jumpers and cardigans.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany like leans over to Johnny, and she's like, I think he'd be perfect for our image. What do you think?
I think he looks over and he does the like, puts
Oh, yeah,
him
you
into
can
the
see
square
Oliver
frame.
from our angle.
Yeah. Yeah, he like looks over, like puts him into the square frame, and he's like, yes, he would be an excellent complement to your aesthetic.
I lean forward. I tap Tiffany on the shoulder. I'm like, Johnny, don't lie. Tiffany, what was that about Daisy being single?
So just to set this up, we have a class where we have Tiffany. She's sitting next to Johnny. In front of her is Bethany, and behind her is Cecil. Just so everyone knows, we have a little bit of a classroom layout. The teacher is probably back to all of you, like writing your assignment on the board.
Cecil, don't touch me. Gross.
That's the first
And then
time
she
I heard
texts
that from you.
2 seconds later, you get a text from her that says, "Yeah, totally, Daisy's single," and she has a screenshot and sends it to you.
I just look at Carlos like, the dream's coming true.
Oh, yeah. Wait, which dream?
You know the dream I told you about where we're in the classroom, except this time I am not naked. But also, so isn't Daisy. I don't the one where we go out, you know.
Oh, right. Yeah, that dream. You and Daisy. Totally remember it. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Do you think I've got a shot?
With Daisy?
Daisy, yeah.
And he like looks over at Daisy, and he looks at you and he's like, I mean, I guess like you're great, so why wouldn't she want to date you?
Really? Oh. All right, you're gonna wingman for me. I need this.
How do what do you need me to do?
It's like it's just a turn of phrase. I don't know, turn of phrase.
Okay. You know what? I first. You know what? I think the first thing we need to figure out is we need to do some research on things. So I'm gonna, and he like pulls out his phone and he starts looking up most romantic animes. He's like, I'm gonna organize our club meeting for tonight so we can do some proper research.
I think at this point, Daisy sees Cecil staring and just turns around and goes, just turns back.
Cecil goes beet red and just looks away.
I'm like, Carlos like nudges me like, she looked at you.
Yeah. Keep it cool, you know?
You
God.
look like a tomato right now.
You look like a idiot.
Yeah, but I'm a cute idiot.
Well, whatever.
And as that conversation's going on in the background, Adam, you're sitting next to Daisy.
So Adam is like staring at his phone, but when Tiffany's talking to her team, Adam kind of glances over and then starts like making notes on his phone, which is like Daisy, Oliver, ?
I think as all of you are just clearly not paying attention, Oliver is probably the only one who he raises his hand at some point, asks the teacher a question, and she I guess what we decide, is this like a class or is this just like homeroom form room?
I thought it was like form room, right?
This is like the first 15 minutes and then you're all going to disseminate to your actual classes.
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's normal. You know, there's some like check-in like reminder, and the teacher, she starts coming around being like, asking like checking your various journals or like homework diaries or whatever, because that's what you're supposed to do in this period. And but then she goes back to the front. And the teacher, she's like, so very quickly, class, I do have a quick announcement for all of you, and because you hear. The door opens and a new person walks in. And they're not a student. They are very clearly an adult. You would put them in about their 40s. He is a gentleman. He's black. He has like sort of short cropped hair with a little bit of gray in it. Like you can see he's going a little gray. I'd say he's about 6 foot. He's fairly slim build. He's wearing like a collared shirt, but top button's undone. He's got slacks on, so he's like slightly nicer dressed, but not full on suit and tie. But he looks like that might be the sort of thing that he would do. And he sort of smiles when he enters in, and the teacher points at him and says, "This is Mr. Burgess. He is our new vice principal, and we're so excited to welcome him here." And he sort of waves at all of you, and he's like, I am delighted to be working here with all of you again. I just wanted I'm going through and introducing to myself to as many of the senior classes and on down the line, so you can all get to know me. Because as vice principal, we tend to take on the roles of discipline and other sorts of student check-ins. So I will be meeting one-on-one with some of you just to get to know some of the students in this school a little better. But I am
very excited to be here. Any questions anyone has for me?
Tiffany immediately gets up and she's like, Johnny, take a picture with me with the new principal.
And he like pauses for a second. I think one thing you would all know that's a little bit weird, you weren't expecting to get a new vice principal. There was a previous vice principal here like a day ago. So this is a little strange and sudden.
Okay.
He pauses for a second and he sees you, Tiffany, as you stand up to take this picture, and it's like, you must be Tiffany.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Definitely Tiffany.
He will hold out his hand, shake your hand, and then he will let
Did you get
take
that, Johnny? The handshake.
Oh, Johnny is like,
okay.
He's got like 3 phone cameras. He's got like one that films in
one of those
slow-mo,
things that has like multiple cameras on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a selfie stick with multiple cameras.
Adam will start like kind of, he'll kind of sit up and be like, do we all get a picture? Is that?
I don't think so.
Why is Tiffany getting pictures?
She really likes pictures.
Okay, and he kind of like relaxes back in his seat again.
After he finishes taking Mr. Burgess takes his pictures with you, Tiffany, like he like gestures for you to sit back down, and then he sees your hand up, Daisy. Yes, Miss. I'm sorry.
Daisy Green.
Daisy Green. Question?
What happened to Mr. Ryan Johnson, the previous?
You finally have a breakdown.
No. Sorry, I don't know everybody's names yet. Big school. You
Hi.
are in the back?
Cecil, hi.
Cecil. No, Mr. Johnson, he actually found a new job. I know, it's a bit sudden, but he's not gonna say this, but this is what Lord is about to say. He's in a much better place now. Actually, fuck it, that's what he says.
What I want him to say is he's directing the 8th Star Wars movie, but
Yeah, I know, right?
It was the name on the Patreon list.
He's now in freelancer acquisition. Mr. Johnson.
Shadowrun. It's a Shadowrun reference.
Yeah.
Look, after Shadowrun 6th edition, I did my best to forget that system.
That's fair. Yeah, he has a new position. As much as we are sad here to see him leave, he's going to be doing much better where he is.
What's he doing now?
He's principal for a school upstate.
Okay.
Beyond that, that's up to him to tell you if you'd like to.
Tiffany already has social media posted that's like, best of luck to the other teacher or to the other vice principal with a picture of him. And then the next post is like her with the new one that's like, out with the old, in with the new, hashtag River Valley High.
ruthless.
Hashtag Cheer Squad.
Brown nosing. Wow.
Tiffany's knows we whatever color it needs to be, put it that way.
So he will say his goodbyes to you. If anyone needs to talk to me, my office is open. The normal blah blah blah. He finishes up his spiel. He waves and then he leaves the classroom. And then probably a few minutes later, the bell will ring for you to head to your first official morning classes. And you as individuals can tell me what your classes actually are, what you are taking, whether or not other people are in there. We'll just kind of play it by whatever scenes people would like to have. But you have a little bit of a passing period in this next section where you don't necessarily have to be at a class. So what, as the bell is ringing, what do each of you do?
I think Tiffany and her squad might talk to Daisy in the hallway.
Oh,
Okay, so you're gonna talk to Daisy.
Simultaneously, Cecil is convincing Carlos to go and talk to Daisy.
Okay. So as Cecil, as you turn to Carlos to go try and talk to Daisy, while the two of you, Carlos is sort of like, I don't know, maybe we should wait until after we watch the stuff. I've compiled together some really great scenes from animes, and so we can use those as a reference. We should just hang out tonight at
I've seen the scene. I highly doubt that Daisy is going to like bump into me in a corridor and then fall on top of me, and then like I'll accidentally be squeezing her boob. Like that's
We
every
can try and
single anime
orchestrate
has
a
taught me that
situation
that's
like
how that works, and I just don't see it happening.
Okay, well then let me pull in some different references. And as you're having this conversation, another student from your class will walk up to you, and you recognize her. She's Zoe. She sits in the very like back corner nearest the door. She is the epitome of a goth girl, dressed all in black. Like her hair is straight and black and like sort of pulled like very close to her face. I feel like she's got very heavy bangs, so they're just like skimming her eyes. So if she like looks down, you can't really see her face. It's all very intentional. She's got a hoodie on. She's got the hood pulled up. She's brown skin. Her eyes are probably like a little bit, maybe almost unusually pale, but that's probably the only like notable feature about her. And she comes up to the two of you, and it maybe takes you a moment because she's just sort of standing there, and she's like, "Anime club."
Yeah.
You have that tonight
Uh
after school.
Yeah. Do you want to join?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's like it starts basically as soon as school ends. So
Let me get my
Great.
sexy
Where should I
music.
meet you?
it's in this classroom, so it's easy to find. We use the projector.
Perfect. I'll see you there. Don't bail on me. And then she just turns and disappears.
I just look at Carlos like, what the
She's
fuck?
scary.
What are we getting ourselves into?
She's super scary.
And are you sure that there's more people actually allowed in an anime club? Like, can we just?
Do you want to tell her no? I heard she stabbed someone because they took her pencil.
I heard that she smoked an entire packet of cigarettes, and when she ran out, she started to smoke all the things in her pencil case.
Yeah, I heard that she robbed a bank and didn't take anything. She just left death threats.
I heard that she cyberbullied a teacher so much that they like basically fell at her feet crying.
Do you think this is why Mr. Johnson left? Do you think that was her?
What was her name? Zoe?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's kind of hot.
Carlos just immediately shuts up as soon as you say that. Right. Passing period's like almost over, so maybe you should try talking to Daisy later.
God damn it. Yeah, okay. We'll do the anime club
Gotta
thing.
get to class.
All right. And have
like
fun at, what do you got, history?
Yeah, you got physics next, right?
Yeah.
You're not doing well in that, right?
I am fine. I know physics. It's fine.
Look, I'm really good at science, so if you like want to meet up after anime club, I can like tutor you, man. You can come over to my house.
I don't need help. I'm doing just fine.
Cecil, man, you're failing.
You don't know that.
I care about you.
Well, whatever. Sounds
Alright, fine.
stupid.
That's fine. You don't have to take my help. That's fine. But like, I'm just saying, I'm getting an A in physics, so
Really?
like, you can come over to my house and we can study.
A D is like fine.
A D is not a pass.
Yeah, but it's still a letter. If it's not an F, it's still a grade. You know, whatever. You get a class. Go away.
All right. The offer is still there. As he like walks away from you to go to history.
Lauren, I sent you a message.
Yes. So we will cut back in time to That's up to you to decide.
Done.
Whatever you want to have happen. We will cut back slightly in time to Tiffany. You said you wanted to go talk to Daisy in the hallway.
Yeah.
All right. So describe this one. Let's see it.
Tiffany and her cheer squad, come up to you, Daisy, and they're
I'm cut in because Adam will wait till everyone started walking out the class before he gets up and starts walking, and then when Tiffany stops to talk, he's like, "Oh, this is weird." And just kind of hangs around for a minute in the classroom, stood awkwardly.
nice. Well, I'm in the hallway, though.
Yeah, so you're like lurking.
Then he walks out into the hall and starts staring at his phone next to the wall, like he's working out what class.
Like
he's
just like behind and off to the side of Daisy, and it's just a little too close to be like awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think Cecil bumps into Adam and it's like, "Hey, we've got to get a physics. Come on."
Oh, do I do physics?
That's up to you. I mean, it makes sense. Bear in mind, this can be a system in which you're doing more than 4 subjects.
Yeah, he does physics then.
You can do as many subjects as you want in our fictional universe. You can be taking like comparative dance literature for all I care.
If he just kind of awkwardly tags along with Cecil.
Okay, so the two of you head to physics. Tiffany, you corner or approach Daisy. I don't know how you approach, but I sort of imagine it's like in the back.
I like Tiffany's out there first, and as Daisy comes out, they kind of like surround a little bit, like a semicircle.
One from the front, 2 from the sides.
She puts her arm around Daisy and she's like,
"Oh, hi."
"Oh, hi, Daisy. I heard that you and Oliver broke up."
That's all a mistake. Don't worry.
"Oh, really?"
Yeah, he just said that we needed some time apart, and that I should see other people, and that he needed to see other people as well, and I need to get more experience. So we'll get together soon.
Perfect. That's all I needed to know. Well, I hope you're okay.
I will be. Don't worry.
Awesome. Well, I'll see you around. Cheer squad, roll out. And then they walk out down the hallway. Josh. I'm sorry, this is terrible. I can't.
Did Cecil go, or is Cecil still lingering?
Cecil is walking down the corridor next to Adam.
Okay.
So, do you all head to class? Any particular interactions or anything we want to do, or we can kind of cut to the next time, probably lunch.
I think like as we walk along, Adam is like, Cecil. So, because I'm new, I missed some stuff. So, did Daisy and Oliver used to go out? Was that a?
Yeah. Oliver was this whole thing. Which like totally shouldn't have happened, by the way, because Oliver is, everyone loves him, he's like really nice or whatever, but Daisy's pretty cute.
Nice.
So and yeah, they dated for like, what was it, a month? However, I don't really remember how long it was. So yeah,
To you, Cecil, it was forever.
it was too long.
But what's wrong with Oliver being nice?
He's like too nice, like it's suspicious how nice he is. Like he's always like, "Oh, hey Cecil, how's the anime club going?" Like, so what if you're present? I don't have to tell you how the club's going. Like, it's trying to get into your business or whatever. He's an idiot. I mean, he's not an idiot, but he's stupid.
Okay. Sure, right. Too nice. That's the thing. Too nice.
Yeah. He's creepy. Like always smiling, always having a good time, making jokes.
Do we see Adam like pull out his phone and like take notes?
Yes, he is just like typing things in.
What are you doing, man?
Kind of checking where our class is.
Do you like fancy Oliver or something?
No.
Do you actually see his phone and it's just Tiffany's social media updates?
It's like, yeah, he's like flipping between like note stuff and like social media stuff for the school.
You actually follow that?
It's getting the hang of it. It's weird. Everyone spends so much time posting about what they're doing, like, constantly.
Yeah, well, if they told you
do
what they
that?
were
Like-
really doing, you'd be surprised, you know? They don't put everything on those sites. Deep, dark secrets, like...
Those go on LiveJournal.
Oh, so they're just showing, like, all the good bits.
Yeah. No one wants to go on Instagram and see, like, oh, my boyfriend broke up with me. No one wants that. So, you know.
Right. Maybe I should make an account on this. What would I post?
I don't know, what do you do in your spare time?
I don't know, really, just stuff.
I mean, what do you... Like, what stuff? Do you play games? Do you... football?
Yeah, sure.
Then
I feel like
that,
this
maybe?
is the moment where Adam looks around and sees like various objects, and he's like, "I do locker." Pizza, and just like
Like we see Adam Vision, and it like looks around, and you see everything highlights slightly, highlights something else, highlights. I do dog.
I'm gonna find Josh something in the chat,
oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
just in case you forgot.
Oh,
There's so many secret messages. I love Maggie sent me her class schedule, BT dubs.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you out so you don't have to ask.
this is the perfect Type A personality versus like Type E personality. Maggie
Oh,
sends
yeah,
a
no,
class
that's-
schedule.
that's a
I
good
just go chemistry, not good. Bio, relatively good. Lit, drama, question mark.
You forgot, yeah, you forgot that little string. piece
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, that little nugget of information, like... You see that he's really, really deeply debating something. If you really want to, you can come to Anime Club. If you have the spare time.
Yeah, I've got spare time. What do you do there?
Well, at the moment, we're watching romance anime. Kind of help me out.
Okay, so you watch stuff, right?
Yeah, we talk about our favorite ones. Like, I really, really like Gurren Lagann because obviously mechs are awesome, and there's a anime girl in it. Her name is Yoko, and blah 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 through like down the hall.
Adam takes it all in. Like, yeah, and then what?
You know
happens?
way too much about giant mechs combining with each other to make bigger mechs, and also aliens invading the Earth, and a hot girl with big boobs and a bikini and a sniper rifle.
Adam hangs on every word. He makes notes. Keeps asking
He
questions.
says big guns several times.
Is it right? Yep. Big
I
guns,
can't
yep.
do that wearing this.
Oh, I love that. So you invited Adam to Anime Club. Do you think you're gonna go tonight, Adam?
And yeah, he is.
Oh, great.
I'm just gonna quickly find some sort of Japanese anime music, just real quick.
All right. Well, I've got
And then run it through like a tinny filter for background noise.
yeah.
Yeah. We I send a message to Carlos just saying, I am so sorry. Don't worry, you'll find out
Why?
later. It's gonna get crowded.
And then he just sends you like question mark, question mark, question mark. Pizza. I don't know.
Pizza emoji.
Yeah, pizza emoji. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so Cecil, Adam, you two head to physics. Anything anyone else wants to do in this meantime? If not, we can kind of cut to some events that
Next
people
time I
would
get to
like
see Oliver, I definitely want to talk to Oliver.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Then let's jump to this. So Tiffany, at some point in one of your classes, it doesn't really matter what, but before lunch, you will get a slip of paper that is basically asking you to come chat with the vice principal, and it does say very clearly on it like you're not in trouble. He's getting to know certain students, and so I presume you would go.
Of course.
Okay. It's like Tiffany doesn't seem like the sort that would skip out on that. So as you arrive to your meeting with the vice principal, that will also be the moment that Oliver will just be leaving the vice principal's office. New vice principal Burgess. So Oliver will be walking out of the office. Like you see the principal, and he's like, "Oh, Tiffany, you're already here. Thank you for being on time. Just give me a few minutes. I'm gathering together a few things, and then I'll come grab you when we're ready."
No problem, VP.
So you will have a little bit of time for Oliver.
Josh is
talking.
Sorry.
Just
Josh's
every
reactions
time-
to everything I say just kills me.
Every time Tiffany opens her mouth, I can't.
I can't either. I can't either.
Oh, great.
Cecil's reaction every time Tiffany opens her mouth. I can't even.
So Oliver will be there. He's like, "Oh, hi, Tiffany."
Hi, Oliver. She's like twirling her hair.
How are you doing?
Oh, great. Now that you're here. How are you doing?
Oh, I just had a lovely chat with the new vice principal. He seems really great.
Oh, cool. I was curious what he wanted to talk about.
He just seems to be getting to know some of the more valuable students in the school.
I would agree with that. You're quite valuable.
Well, I'm not at all surprised he would want to talk with you. I already saw your posts on social media.
Speaking of which, what do you think about me and you taking a picture together?
I think so.
Johnny?
Did you have something specific?
She immediately, like, they're already taking pictures.
Yeah, Johnny just like, "Huh? I heard the word picture. Snap, snap." Oh, your team is quite impressive.
Of course, we have to keep all the cheer, keeping everybody's spirits high. Well, I'll see you at the game tonight anyway, so.
Of course, I'm at all of them. Got to represent. Did we have a mascot for our school?
I asked about that. No one said anything yet.
I kind of want.
It's a
'cause
giant
we're
fuzzy
river,
wombat.
Can we be the otters?
Oh,
'Cause they're
okay.
really cute.
I was gonna go with something
Sure.
dumb like wombat, but yeah, otter.
Yes, otters. Yes.
How do
Otters are the
now I
best.
have to come up with cheers with otters. You guys couldn't think of like
It's
panther.
utterly amazing.
Okay, fine.
Pull the otter
They
one.
were like, give me an O, give me a T.
But the
I
otter
have some,
mascot
I have
costume.
some
with a different mascot if we want.
non-mascot oriented ones, but I will plug in otter into some of them.
But the otter mascot costume,
I
you
did
can't
write
see
one.
particularly well out of it, so it's got a reputation for people like falling over in it.
So it is the otter.
Sure.
Excellent. We're
Oscar
the
the otter.
otters.
Yeah, there we go.
Oscar the otter. Yes.
Oh my god,
He's like,
Oscar the otter.
Go otters.
Okay.
I gotta figure out. I feel like Oliver is a little bit more, that I've got to find his right sort of voice. I think it's somewhere in here,
Yeah, he's definitely more like he's more
Yes.
he's a face like Tiffany, but he doesn't have the baggage like production studio.
Yeah. So, go otters.
Yeah, of
Your
course.
cheer squad's going to be there, of course.
Yeah, we wouldn't miss it.
I
And
heard
of
you
course-
had the regional championships coming up for cheer.
We
You
do.
prepared?
We already have a couple dances down and we're so ready for it. I'm trying some new things this time. We're really going to step it up this year.
I heard
No.
there was more of a focus on acrobatics recently.
Well, yeah. I heard that some of the other schools already had injuries.
Oh, really? Might have to do some. I'll put out some feelers, see what I can learn
That would be cool.
about the competition. We
He, like
wouldn't
touches
want,
his arm.
we wouldn't want our. I have a very important question. Are you trying to turn someone on?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's make that roll. Let's make that roll. So go ahead and roll with hot.
Okay. Just roll.
First
hot.
roll of the game.
Yeah, first roll of the
I'm
game.
gonna
Turn
put my
someone on.
bet. It's gonna be a partial. He's gonna get a partial. Come on.
You can just click it on the sheet too. Should work.
No modifiers, right?
Nope, not for this one. Because you don't have any strings on him yet.
It's a partial.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
partial.
all right. With a partial success, they can either give you a string. I think he will give you a string rather than choosing one. So you now have a string on Oliver. He sort of, especially because right now, I think like that moment is probably when Principal Burgess like opens the door. So you maybe get a sense that like Oliver was maybe thinking about something else, but he sort of pauses as he sees the door open. He's like, I look forward to our next conversation.
She winks at him. She's like,
was the game tonight? Is that what you said?
yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll see you at the game.
Cool.
And he will walk away. I think in this instance, so you potentially get +1s. I don't think you have that ability though. Let me actually double check what.
No, I don't have.
But I think we clarified your crew is not currently around you.
They were because Johnny just took a picture.
That's true. But you don't have that specifically to harm, I think. Yeah, as applicable. They were not helping you with this roll.
No.
It's not like a flat, always bonus. In this instance, it wouldn't have. So the door opens. Vice Principal Burgess sees you and he's like, Oliver, you're still here. And he like waves as Oliver leaves. Tiffany, you come on in.
She goes in and she's like, yeah, we were just discussing things for the game tonight, you know.
Oh, good. I am trying to keep up so much with all of these utterly amazing teams we have here.
She like shakes her head no.
Right.
Rolls her eyes.
Take a seat. And he, gestures and he sits down behind him, like at his desk, and he's sort of like, so I'm here to get to know some of the seniors in our school because I really feel like you are a strong leadership team for the rest of the student body. And when I asked around at some of the students I should really be getting to know, your name came up every time.
Oh, that's so sweet of everyone.
Every teacher said you are, shall I put it, one of the most central members of the student body here.
Wow.
So I just, tell me a little bit about yourself, Tiffany. What are some of your, what would you say are your strengths as a leader of the student body?
Well, I'm all about school spirit, as you can see.
Right.
I even dyed my hair so that, school colors, otters.
Yes, I was reading the dress code. And I saw the revision to it earlier this year that specifically said students may dye their hair school colors.
I know.
And you were behind that.
My mom kind of helped change that. They were kind of giving me a little bit of guff because I guess this is too red. And even though red is totally a hair color, my red is too red. But I did get it perfectly so it matches all of the lockers and everything. And of course, my cheer uniform.
It's quite the aesthetic. It's quite the aesthetic.
I kind of redid my whole closet. It's all red and black.
Was there a specific initiative? I have, and he like pulls some like sheets of paper that are like things that you have suggested. I feel like there's like a suggestion box.
It's just a ton of her suggestions.
Is there anything in particular you are hoping to see change in this school? Something that you think that should be different?
Well, how much time do you have, BP?
We have a while.
So she just like kind of starts going off like this huge list. She like pulls out her notebook and it's like glammed up.
We see, I know this is like they're not in the office with you, but the door like creaks open. Bethany hands you a notebook and then like the hand disappears and closes again.
Yes, I love it. And then she kind of hands him a piece of paper and then starts reading off. Like she has copies.
Yeah.
Already prepared.
So you go through this whole list and he listens and he nods and he listens and he nods and he eventually is like, thank you so much, Tiffany. And he's been making notes while you've been saying this. And he's, he jots some of them down, closes like the folder that he's putting in.
And of course, if the halftime show could be a little bit longer so we could make our performances a little bit longer, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. I will take all of these things into consideration. Thank you again for your time today.
Of course,
I look forward to getting to know you more.
She just like smiles and she's like, oh my God.
And then you can leave the vice principal's office, and we as the cast see like the I'm gonna give the audience a little hinty here. We see his like folder, and at the top of it says Tiffany, and you realize like looking at it, this is not like a school report. This is a report, and there's like a seal in the top corner that says as he closes it, on the front of it, it just says private and confidential. On the front of it, he closes the folder and he slips it into his filing cabinet, closes it, locks it. We fade out of his office.
Lauren's just
He's
like,
totally
I'm
not
just gonna
sketchy.
there. It's fine.
And so anyone else have a particular thing they would like to do today with their, because we've got later this evening, we've got anime club and the game. Daisy
probably doesn't have anything first period because she doesn't do physics. So she's probably hurrying to her second class, not wanting to be late, when Cecil walks out of his class and she runs into him.
Take the seat. Tell me what happens. Does she fall over? Does he get to grab her boob?
I'm going to leave that to Cecil, Josh. Daisy probably kind of falls over.
Yeah, they collide, and
Here's the thing. Do you think you need to keep your cool?
Which one of us? Both?
Cecil.
Cecil probably.
All right. You want to roll to keep your cool? Act despite your fear. In this case, I feel like this is a form of fear.
Fear of boobs.
Terrified of them. They always come in pairs.
They outnumber you. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 to 1.
On average. On average.
On average.
Don't know what's
I'm
happening.
rolling cold here.
Yeah, you're gonna roll plus cold on a 10 and up. You keep your cool, and you also will gain an insight on a 7 to 9. I can let you know how your actions will leave you vulnerable.
That's
It's up to you. You don't have to, but you may.
there we go. I get an 8.
With a 7 to 9,
Cecil gets partial.
you get a partial success. You don't take it forward, but I think in this instance, how would Daisy respond to having her boob grabbed unintentionally, or perhaps intentionally, or just that whole like anime-esque scenario?
Confused? I don't think she would understand context.
Okay, so that's up to you, Cecil. Decide whether or not what you do from there.
He helps her up, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, Daisy. It's very cliche."
Actually, I know exactly how she should respond. It should be keep your cool. She wouldn't know how to react, so she should keep her cool in response to that, I think. Is that okay?
Well, he hasn't. Cecil gets to respond first, so what he does.
Okay.
She would be confused, and she doesn't know how to react. So then you can go from there. So Cecil, what do you do? She bumped into you.
Do I need the list of moves here?
So I did conveniently for all of you put them in the handout section.
Oh, sweet.
You can all have access to it.
There we go.
I did make a cheer for Lauren as well.
Does it involve otters?
No. I didn't know about the otters. How could I have made a cheer for
Well, now you know.
I don't know when you made the cheer.
I think. Yeah, he goes through with it as it says in the book. So Yeah.
So he has been presented the perfect anime scenario. She has bumped into you. What does Cecil do?
Cecil is going to be the perfect gentleman. He doffs his fedora and puts a hand out for Daisy. He definitely has a fedora.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Can we get
Characters
can
are all
someone who's
awful.
watching this on YouTube set up a facepalm counter?
I will break it.
Well, it's technically not a fedora because the brim isn't long enough.
So it's a
It's actually
trilby.
trilby.
Yeah. That
And
doesn't
not
really
everyone
count.
knows that. And
Well,
he,
actually.
yeah, well,
almost
and
worse.
he is like, "Oh my, Daisy, I'm so sorry," and puts his hand out to help her up.
She grabs onto it without thinking, just being like, "Oh, someone's putting their hand out. Great."
He pulls her up, and they so that she's standing really close.
Ooh.
Yeah, she'll like have one arm on like his side as well, like steadying herself. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see you.
You're very, very welcome. It's I hope that you're not feeling too down today after I heard the news
What news?
about you and Oliver.
Oh,
Was that not true?
no. We're just taking a break. We just need to, see other people and things. We're back together soon.
Oh, well, I mean, in the meantime, if you want to hang out, like, I'm around, and just tell Carlos to go home or whatever. If you're not busy, don't. It's fine. I've got to go to my next class. So
Daisy's really quickly thinking, needs to see other people. Discounts.
Daisy took Oliver's like thing so literally, like we need to see other people and then maybe we could get back together. But Cecil, like
Yeah.
I feel like we have a moment, like we flash back to the scene and Oliver's like, Daisy, you're great.
Getting
You're
sad music out.
You're really a charming lady, but you are just what actually plays is the scene from Legally Blonde. You're not a Lambert. I need someone who will get me into Oxbridge, and you really won't. So I think we should see other people. We should take some space from each other, you know, just to really understand if this is worth all of the negative consequences of this relationship. And then he like pecks you on the cheek and he leaves.
Daisy's just standing there very confused. She probably doesn't even move for like 5-10 minutes.
And then we flash forward to Daisy standing there next to Cecil.
Cecil starts to slowly move away.
Yes, that would that'd be great.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh.
Someone trying to turn someone on here. I feel like or are we not there yet? Because that's totally fine too.
No, I think
Wait,
at this
just in
point,
case anyone
Daisy's
wasn't-
going to deliberately, like, you see a very obvious and not particularly subtle switch in body language. And, like, she moves her hips a little bit so one's, like, higher than the other. Probably puts, like, one leg towards him. Yes. I would really like to spend some time with you, Cecil. There's a little pause where she's, like, trying to, like, name.
Remember his name? He's like, she doesn't know. She knows my name.
Can I roll hard?
Yeah, you may roll to turn someone on, but I feel like
I'm
it's like
imagining
looks
it like
hands.
the anime moment where you know,
Echo?
like she's pausing before she says your name, and you're like the sweat's dripping, like she doesn't remember my name, and then
I was
she
gonna be
says
like-
it.
Or like, I would like to go out with you. Eckle. It's like up your hand, but
Now-
like
I can take advantage of a condition to get a +1 on a roll, right?
you can, but I don't think anyone currently has a condition.
I will spend one of my 4 strings on Cecil to give him the condition infatuated.
You do not. So you can't spend a string to give someone a condition.
When you spend the string
oh,
on
no, you
someone,
can.
choose one, give them a condition. Yeah.
You can
And
also
you're
just
spending-
instead add +1 to the roll against
I can
them.
do both.
You can spend 2 strings if you would like to.
I am going to.
Oh my god, I forgot about this. You have
This,
so many
this
strings
really
on me.
fits with the theme of EE constantly hitting on Josh in every game.
Uh-huh.
He started it.
Every game.
Look, it's just like I have to get my repressed feelings out somehow. Right, and then modifier.
By the
2.
way, Adam is stood here watching this because he was with Cecil, so he's like,
yeah.
"The hell is this?"
Yeah, you like
Going
exit
on?
the classroom to see this happening.
14.
So with a 14, with a full success, Cecil, you now have the condition infatuated. And so play that as you will. And you also choose a reaction from the list. You give yourself to Daisy, you promise them something you think they want, or you get embarrassed and act awkward.
I also gain a string.
Also,
on...
you take a string.
Yeah, so I get string back.
Daisy gets another string.
Think he gets embarrassed and acts extremely awkward.
Please tell me about his awkwardness.
Daisy, like, place a hand on your chest.
So there's this. I like. It would be really cool to. I just saw the message you wrote. To hang out, like, not during school, but we can. There's like, I have a house, so you know, and
You have a house?
a phone. I also have a phone.
Aren't we like still at school? How do you
You're
have a
listing
house?
objects. As you're having this conversation, Carlos walks up because he, sure, the two of you have the same class together next. Carlos is like, maybe we as the audience see Carlos. Adam, you probably also see Carlos. He sees this whole scene and his face just goes from being like about to say hello to Cecil to just like quiet, and then he just walks past and goes to the next
As
class.
he like goes quiet, can I notice him?
I don't think the two of you notice.
Okay.
And Adam
You're
just is.
engaged in a conversation.
Adam watches
it's
this
very-
happen in a similar level of bafflement to what he's had so far. Like, what?
Adam's like, isn't Carlos his friend? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
like,
Carlos,
he
you might see as
starts
he walks
making more
away, but
notes.
You don't see the like emotional transformation on Carlos's face.
But anyway, an anime as fucking idiot. I'll catch.
What's an
Talk to you-
anime?
You don't know what anime is? I mean, of course. I mean, I can
Oh,
teach you.
Are those
so-
like those Japanese cartoons?
Mhm. Yep. Yeah. That's what they are.
I haven't watched cartoons in years.
And
Yeah,
boner
well, you're not a kid anymore, so I don't expect you to still be watching Blue's Clues or whatever. This is different, Daisy. I will I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Do I need your number?
Right. Yes. And I give my number.
I have your number now.
I don't know. There's like ways you can share numbers with people.
Hmm.
Anyway, Cecil, as you walk towards your other class, you see Carlos is already headed there, and he normally meets you outside of physics, but he didn't today.
I just hurry up and see if I can find him. Maybe he just forgot.
Did Daisy and Cecil go separate ways?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I like to
Hey,
imagine
Adam.
that
Just
Cecil
walk
walks
past.
away and then it's just Adam and Daisy standing there.
And then Daisy just goes, "Oh, hey Adam, I've got biology. Do you know what biology
Oh.
is?"
Oh, I do. It's this way. And then as he started walking, he's, what does on a break mean?
It just means someone's made needs time to themselves. To see other people by themselves.
So you see other people, and then you get back together again?
Exactly. Like a break, like we have break at school. And then we have school after.
Right, yeah, okay. Does that happen a lot?
No?
Okay.
I
I just haven't heard of that kind of thing before.
It just means that when you go together, you know you really care for each other a lot, and that you want to be together.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, well, good luck then,
Thank you.
I think. Biology.
Adam is a precious bean.
Oh, how are you? How are you?
The
settling
only
in?
not terrible person so far. Well, I guess Daisy is just not terrible. She's just oblivious.
I made her around the one word,
A
oblivious.
little oblivious is more so the thing.
Adam, how are you settling in?
Good, yeah, good. Everything, I'm getting the hang of it. The classes are interesting. History is really interesting.
I'm not really good with
like-
dates.
Well, it's all like what are we? We're 2000, yeah. So and then it's just like it goes from 0 to, but then there's then it goes backwards and like older years go up again in number, but there's a minus. Wait, I think I got the order right of things. People have done some really weird stuff over the however long it is.
I'm sure that they meant to do the right thing.
Sure, yeah. It's a lot. It's confusing, but I've already like read the whole textbook, and I don't know if there's like more.
Wait, do you have physics? Not physics, chemistry.
Let's see. Adam does chemistry. Yeah, I do that. That's all right.
Are you good at chemistry?
I'm.
Because
No.
I'm not as good as I need to be, and my mum says that I need to try harder. So I don't suppose you could help me.
I could try, but I missed some of the like in the school I came from. I missed a lot of they were covering different stuff, so
But you're really
I'm
smart
kind of
and you,
lost with chemistry.
Read all the history so fast. If you could help
Well,
me with...
hey, history's really cool. Like that makes more sense. It's all just there in the book. With the chemistry, it's like apparently there was another book before that had like the basics in it, and I
Are you in
missed
like
that.
organic chemistry by accident, and so now you don't have like?
No, he just
intro
doesn't have the
chem
he doesn't have the
about-
foundation stuff. He doesn't like
Yeah.
he.
What's the periodic table?
Yep.
He's
That's
still going through like the very basic, like elementary school one.
Yep. He's playing catch up in chemistry. He doesn't know what's going on.
Well, if you want, we could try learning it together.
Yeah, sure.
If you promise you'll help me out, then I'll try and do my best to help you.
Yeah. Okay.
You made a promise. You gain experience.
Uh oh.
Yep.
That's a reveal.
Yeah,
So, yep,
now
mark
everyone
experience.
knows.
And I need to note down Adam promised
Help you
to
with chemistry.
help Daisy with chem.
I don't think I think we've clarified Daisy doesn't know, right?
He doesn't know.
No.
For whatever reason, Adam, when you say that, like, yeah, sure, you just hear like a jingling of wind chimes, and then it's gone.
Hmm.
You know, it's that like. La, 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 la. Did anyone else hear that sort of thing?
Yeah. Like probably doesn't register for
Yeah.
Adam.
It's not necessarily a thing you'd like notice.
Hearing sensors are not currently working. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway.
What do you mean, sensors? They are totally normal organs.
I don't know.
Anyway, outside of classes, what is there to like do? Because
Oh,
like the
I've
learning
heard
stuff's cool, but
There's an anime thing. It's like
oh yeah,
cartoons,
I'm
but they're,
doing
like,
that.
Japanese.
Right. Oh, that. Yeah. Right. Think. Cecil was explaining it all to me. There's big mechs and they've got big guns.
What's a mech?
I missed that part actually. I'm not sure.
Okay. There's also cheer, because Tiffany does all that.
Okay.
And Oliver plays football occasionally, so there's football.
Right. Yeah. Football. Yeah. He like starts writing down the list. Are there like lots of clubs? Like, for,
There's a
what
few.
do they all do?
Well, there's drama club, which I go to occasionally.
Drama club. What else?
I think there's a kayaking one, but they closed it down last year after someone nearly drowned.
What's a kayak?
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
it's like a canoe, but spelled differently.
Right. It's like in his notes,
They're totally different.
he's got like very badly spelled kayak dash canoe question mark, and it's like CANOO. Very confused.
Oh, I think there was a science club, but they nearly burned down the science labs last year. I think they're still around.
Okay. I should try all of these.
All of them?
Yeah, sure.
You're free to come to drama club if you want to sometime with me.
Yeah, okay. Wait, when is it? These are all in places, right?
What's
guess.
today?
Monday, maybe.
There's a game on, so it'll probably be like Wednesday.
Maybe Wednesday.
Oh, drama club is Thursdays.
Okay, right. That's tomorrow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
It like adds more notes. It's getting very chaotic.
Oh, you talk to Cecil all the time. What's he like?
Well, like, I normal, I guess. What do you want to know?
Oh, I'm going out with him, I think.
Oh, right. So this is like because you're on a break. That's
Yeah,
what that was.
I need to have sex with him so that I can get back with Oliver.
Oh. Makes more notes. Right, yeah, I don't know.
Although Oliver
I had to
did
sit
say
with
we
him
need
and-
to see other people, so I need to see more than one.
Okay.
So Adam, how you doing?
Right, yeah. I don't know. He's like talks about anime, I guess, and stuff.
Maybe I need to find out what anime like is beyond being Japanese cartoons.
He was saying he was talking about a particular one. What was it called? Like very badly spelled. Gurren Lagann.
And then like Daisy like gets out a phone and makes a note, which is like we're doing Chinese whispers here, and it goes gur the gur.
Gurren Lagann.
Lagoon gur.
I like all these. How can I come up with spelling? I like go ran lagging.
Yeah, go ran lagging. That's what she
Gur
puts into a
Lagoon.
phone.
Yeah.
Gur Lagoon, yes, Gur Lagoon. Oh, okay.
My weep heart is breaking.
Like,
Yes, good.
Maybe I can like stream it or something during break. Although I meant to catch up with Claire and Louise. They didn't wait for me because I was late this morning. So I need to catch up with them as well.
Okay. It's kind of like keeps walking awkwardly.
So where's biology?
Here it is in here.
Oh, thanks, Adam. Daisy just gives him a huge hug and then just goes in.
beautiful. I love it. Cool.
And I'm briefly just like, I'm in a hug now. What? Oh, I do this back. There we go. Oh, that's out loud. That's in his head.
To hug.
Like one hand comes up behind, is like quickly like how to hug. Looks at it, it's like right, okay, there we go.
And Cool. I think with that, maybe the morning classes conclude. There will be lunch. Is there anything else before we get to Anime Club and the game?
I have a whole load of sound effects for lunchtime.
Do we need to have any scenes at lunch? It's okay for us to skip.
I'm good.
If possible, Cecil will see if he can find Tiffany without the crew.
I
The
think
likelihood is low.
we have like a secret time frame where
Ooh,
like they're
okay.
they're going to the bathroom and I can sneak out.
I feel like Tiffany has the power to dismiss them to like
Oh,
specific
for sure.
tasks, right?
For sure, but
She doesn't
it's
want
more
them
of-
like.
it's better
yeah.
if it's like
They don't
She's-
know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the like they have you've coordinated their schedule such that maybe they all have like a thing that they have to do all simultaneously or like at the same time. It's like, like Johnny has to go edit photos and post them in the computer lab and like someone else has to do some, so everyone has like their tasks so they're not with you.
and then I guess like
We look
We-
behind the bleachers. Is this like
we meet somewhere. Yeah, where would we sneak?
Behind the bike shed.
Behind
like,
the bleachers.
like back corner of the field behind a bike shed?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds about right. Oh, hey, you're late.
I know. I had to wait for Johnny. He was taking forever. He kind of messed up a couple of my photos, so we had to take like 30 more.
Oh, that sounds like a real shame. Is that why you took so long? It's not important. Like,
Yeah,
what's
well, this is the one that we ended up on anyway. What do you think? Should I show them to you?
very, very cute. Kawaii.
I think so too.
So
By the way, I told you you're not allowed to touch me in class, and you totally touched me in class.
I tapped you on the shoulder. Like, is
It's
that
touching.
too much?
Tapping is touching.
Right. I know that obviously, but it's a normal thing normal people do.
Yeah, well, we're not normal.
I mean, you're clearly not. You're like some goddess superstar thing, but you gotta get off your high horse at some point and come down with us with the normal people,
That's what I'm doing right now. And she like turns, she gets closer to you and like pulls like the collar of your shirt.
I feel like that's is that are you
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
turn
it's
on?
totally-
Yeah. Go ahead and roll with hot. All right. For Cecil or good work, Cecil.
9, so close.
Partial success. You can choose either, Cecil. You can give Tiffany a string on you, or you can select one of those 3 options.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't want to give yourself to her right now?
Yes.
Satisfaction?
Yes, he does. But I can give you a string instead if that's what you would prefer.
It's up to you what you want to do.
I think Tiffany wants it.
Oh yeah.
Tiffany did lean in. It seemed like she was inviting some smooches
I mean,
there.
She's
Cecil's like
definitely
2 Coke
inviting-
cans stacked on top of each
Inviting
other.
it. And everyone in chat is like probably like, what? Not expecting this relationship.
Cecil leans in as well. It's like he for once shuts up and he gives himself to Tiffany. They have a big old makeout session.
Oh yeah.
behind the shed smooching. So they get their macking on, and we will fade out on that scene. Anything else during lunchtime?
Do we
Just the.
do
Sorry,
our
after you.
sex moves, or is it just making
Oh,
out?
that's up to you. You can choose to have sex
Uh,
behind the shed, but otherwise we can assume it was just non. Unless some of you have sex moves that aren't specifically sex.
I think all of us are.
There are some variants on that.
No, mine says when you have sex with someone.
Mine says when you have sex with someone.
Okay. Do you think you do that in the middle of the school day?
It's up to Cecil. I'm in.
That's
Pardon?
up to you.
I said it's up to Cecil. She's in.
Oh, well, in that case, should we use our sex moves for the first time?
All right.
Come on then.
Okay, I'm gonna play the
I
music
gotta
again.
BEE to his makeout session with Josh, of course.
Sorry.
All right,
Thank you.
go ahead. Read them out.
All right.
Also, Tiffany actually knows a lot about anime because her and Cecil watch anime.
I thought you were gonna say Tiffany knows a lot about sex because she's been around a lot.
That might be true too. You gain a condition, and while the condition remains, you count as part of my gang.
You have
Oh.
one of them.
Yeah.
One of
The condition.
them. Is it called one of them?
Mm-hmm. That's the name
That's
of
what
the
I'll write
condition.
down.
Oh yeah, one of them is the condition, right? And I will add you as part of my gang.
Yeah.
Wait, you need to give him a name now.
Oh no.
That's true.
That's true.
Cecily.
Oh God. That's
Cecil
the
Cecil.
worst.
He's a secret gang member.
Secret Cecil.
Well, while Maggie
I
is
think she
just
comes up with a nickname for you.
I like Vo's
Well,
nickname,
yeah.
Daddy.
And I think she calls you Honey.
honey.
Ooh.
Because it rhymes.
Yeah, they all just had to end in Y. Mm-hmm.
It just makes making cheers about all of us much easier if I have a name that everybody rhymes with. Duh.
Yeah, that sounds kind of difficult when you can't tell anyone about us.
That's what makes it so cool, don't you think? It's like a secret mission.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean,
I mean,
Sure.
and then she talks about an anime and like makes a reference to like how it's like that anime.
There's so much gaslighting going along in this RPG. If we lit a match, we'd explode.
Cecil's like hot. She knows about anime.
mm-hmm. That's how they got together. Okay, and Cecil's sex move is when he has sex with someone, create a new hunger. And I think what would he hunger for at this point? Like,
You tell me.
just new partners. There we go. Hungers for
Oh no.
prepare yourself, Bentham.
Daisy and Cecil want the same thing. So what Daisy and Cecil need to do is they need to get Adam involved, and then
That is a good point, chat.
Thirst.
Just straight up thirst. No, recognition. In trying to think of a word for like trying to get it all out in public.
respect,
Mm.
public indecency.
Like you want our relationship to be-
Revelations, maybe?
Is that what you're saying? Like
Yes.
Acknowledgement.
I like revelations as a word
Like
for
you
that.
want like secrets to be out there. And
Truth.
that can
Uh-oh.
be something very destructive because it can come initially from wanting the secret about you and Tiffany
but then
to
it's other.
fucking everybody's secrets should be out. Like,
Yes.
oh, that's cool. I like
Oh,
it.
I already
I
have
mean,
a great
I hate
idea
it
for
as
that.
Tiffany, but I love it as Maggie.
Yeah. Cool. I like it. I like it. Oh my god.
Yeah, you go through like Tiffany's old camera roll of rejected pictures, and you start posting them. There's one of her like eating a bacon sarnie.
Yeah, you probably have pictures that you've like snuck of the two of you, I imagine, without Tiffany knowing.
During
Absolutely.
Because
Uh,
you're a fucking creeper. No, I mean, like we're hanging out and like you snap a photo because you're kind of a creeper.
Cute photos,
But
and
not
then we've
approved
known
by
each
the
other for a
photo
long
team.
time.
We've known each other since like we've grown.
You should
Probably since we're,
consider
like,
taking the
kindergarten.
ghost move.
Ghost move?
Creep when you silently witness someone.
straight up creeping.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just lean into being a creeper or not.
So I think after. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
out, you
get
have
something
sex.
from that second. Nothing happens to me, right?
No, nothing happens to you yet.
Yeah, we
So-
definitely fade to black on the making out.
I think when it's over,
we come back to see you like leaving from behind the shed. Or
yeah,
however
she
you
puts
guys
her hand on his like chin like this, and she's like, "Anyways, honey, I just wanted to let you know that Johnny thinks for my image probably might start dating Oliver publicly. Just wanted to let you know, just so you know."
Oh, yeah. I mean, in that case, you should know that Daisy and me are probably gonna get together. So I don't know how you feel about that, but like, it's cool. We'll both be fine.
I'm so fine with that. She's not fine with that.
Cecil
Not
isn't
fine at
fine with
all.
this either.
Like,
Yeah.
does she even know anything about anime? Like, I've never heard her say anything.
Well, I mean,
neither of them were fine with this.
turning up to anime club is the first step, and she'll probably learn about anime from there. It's just saying.
Well, maybe I'll turn up to anime club sometime.
You will turn up to. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yeah. Well, maybe I can make anime club cool.
I can't. I'm going. And this time you'll have to
Good, I
wait
like seeing
15
your ass,
minutes.
So just go for a whack.
The entire thing's just going to turn to breakfast
She
at
takes
Tiffany's.
a picture of your butt and then sends it to you with a peach emoji.
Oh, I love
Says,
it.
"Have fun in anime class."
God, what does he send back?
Aubergine.
Probably.
Eggplant.
Does he send a picture of her face photoshopped onto like an anime character's body?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she has like red and black hair. She's like going Lagan chick almost.
Is it like a body pillow that he's then photoshopped her head onto?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
holding
God.
a body
Oh,
pillow.
creepy.
Oh no.
No.
There we go.
What have I done to myself?
I actually
You
have
made this
a video.
character.
I'm imagining you like my friend. I have a video of my friend dancing with his body pillow and holding a glass of wine. And it's my favorite thing.
That sounds like Cecil exchanged the wine for like white lightning, like
Mountain
cheap
Dew.
cider or something.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Or Loco.
Yeah. Monster.
With like Doritos like powdered down his chin.
Yep. Monster energy with some Doritos. All right. Well, after that beautiful moment, we have clarified that neither of them are okay with this, but they're both going to go ahead and do it. It's great.
I love that we were just like, here's a ship we made earlier. It's already on fire.
Yeah, right.
We just present the ship. You can see the fire crawling across the deck to the powder hold.
So this one came out of someone's strings, right? I don't remember whose strings it was, but someone had the backstory piece of like.
I think it was Tiffany. Maggie came up with.
I do all kinds of social media stuff, so.
Or was it someone reminded you what love was? Was that the one that it came
Yeah,
from?
that's it. That'll be it.
A string.
Tiffany.
I thought you said string.
The whole playbook. Yeah, because yours is you find someone threatening. Yeah. So I think that's what it came from. Yeah. And it was great. And then they're like this whole secret romance. It was perfect. It was excellent pre-character drama. So I feel like we should at this point, I mean, this might be a good time for us to take a break because we're almost at the break time and then we can come back for anime club because boy, Cecil, you have invited everyone to anime club and you are ruining Zoe's life right now.
He instantly regrets having anyone other than him and Carlos in anime club.
Yeah.
This is like that cliche moment where like the guy invites like multiple girls to his thing and they all show up and they're like, oh, blah 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 invited me, blah blah invited me, wait, blah blah invited me.
No, you're
and then they all turn and look at him like, you invited all of us all at the same time.
Yeah,
this is his
making
harem
several
anime
people
dream
very sad right now, and I love it. And then we'll also have the game. So I feel like it's anime club and then the game, and that'll be the two things that we do after the break. So for anyone who is unfamiliar, we're playing Monster Hearts. It is a powered by the apocalypse system that is focused around teenagers and feelings and being monsters, which You all took very interesting monster skins, I think, for this one, which lean a little bit more social drama and a little less like monster drama. Because I feel like certain skins like the werewolf tend to lean very monstrous because they're more
Wait,
violent.
I'm using a
that
skin?
way.
I would have totally played the werewolf again. I wish I didn't do it in the one shot because I wish I
love
could
this
play that
character so much.
I
Tiffany is the
loved her
best.
so much.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break and we'll see you in like 8 minutes.
We'll be 8 minutes. Feel free to enjoy some like fan art and stuff in the break, and also enjoy the lovely stinger.
On you. You've been terrorizing me. Yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me, but baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back, baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. What did you think? You could say whatever and I would never hear. You've been flexing everywhere. Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. But baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. Oh, if I control the weather, then every day would rain on your parade. Shine, you can't chase, yeah. If I was Father Time, then I would change the day. So I never saw your face. Please, what do I have to do to make you go? Oh, baby, it's you. It's you. It's you. It's you.
I wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. I wanna push all the limits with you right now. So watch your feelings, just sit and screaming, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. People talk and tell what you wanna hear now, but they all disappear, they will let you down. So we better stick together, let's come whatever, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me. Close to me, why don't you do it right now? You know we met for a reason, but you're trying to deny that we should be together. It's heavy weather, we're heading for tonight. You better take what you can, 'cause the time is right now. We only need the two of us. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me. People talk and tell what you wanna hear now, but they will disappear, they will let you down. So we better stick together, let's come whatever, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the wild, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me. I wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now.
Hello and welcome back. I am in fact wearing a top. I just want to point this out before we get banned and I go like this or something. Yeah, welcome back. We're playing Monster Hearts River Valley High on Roll For It. This is our first episode. Hopefully you're enjoying it. We're going to continue off where we left off. Lauren, take it away.
Once again, our camera will pan over the valley, the river valley in which our school is located. We see the older brick building. We see the glass monstrosity and concrete structure behind it. The bell rings for the end of the school day, and students begin filing out as the school ends. They go to their athletic clubs, their homes, whatever it is. And we pan through the corridor back to the familiar classroom that we started the morning in. We see Carlos is already in there. Like, he is prepped. He's got the whiteboard, like it's a smart board, it's set up. He's got the computer logged in. He's pulled up Crunchyroll. He's got his playlist set. And he is waiting for you to arrive, Cecil.
Yep.
Here's my question. 1, is Daisy coming tonight? 2, Adam's coming tonight.
Yep.
And 3, and Zoe's coming tonight. What order do people show up in? Like, we know Carlos is there first.
Cecil comes second, like a close second, because he's actually kind of into it.
He likes
like
anime.
He's unironically, which is ironic for his age, unironically into this.
Yeah, anime's his shtick. It's how he's crafted his personal identity to separate himself from the rest of the student body.
Pretty much.
Carlos is happy to see you. He's like, "Oh, hi. Yeah. Come on. So I've got our playlist set up and I'm ready. I guess we're waiting on Zoe today.
Oh yeah,
For her to show up. I'm like kind of super intimidated by her. So
I mean, as long as we just watch anime and don't make too much eye contact.
Yeah, that sounds safe.
Yeah, and she won't stab us or something.
Someone by looking at them in the eyes and they turn to stone.
Yeah, and you just kill with a look. I heard about that.
I heard she also sold her soul to the devil.
Oh my god.
You just start saying more rumors about her.
I heard that she sang this song and all of the crew members of this boat fell into the sea to get to her, except for this one guy who tied himself to the mast.
Yeah. I heard that she went to go she beheaded someone. I don't know. You just make stuff up. And as you're saying this, maybe you don't notice or you don't pay attention. You just hear her voice. It's all true. And you turn and you look at her and we have that anime moment where the background turns black and it's creepy music, something dun sort of
creepy
plays.
music.
She's got the heavy bangs barely covering her eyes and they just sort of seem to reflect the light for a moment and glow.
Hey Zoe. It's
black.
pretty cool.
What are we watching today?
I don't know. Carlos, you had it? Something about your lie in April? Was that it?
Yeah, I've got to play. He hurries over to the computer and leaves you with Zoe to talk to her for a second.
So do you like anime?
Yes. My favorite anime is Death Note.
That makes sense. Well, I haven't seen all of that
What's
one.
Your favorite anime?
I'm a fan of mechs. So, what's wrong with mechs? Gurren Lagann's
She
cool.
makes that anime tisk noise. Mechs are so old school.
I
They don't
mean,
have any emotional depth to them.
I disagree. If you watch Gundam throughout all of it, it gets into some really deep stuff. They're orphans.
You're gonna tell me you liked Evangelion.
I mean, it was alright. There was this
The
weird.
only thing I liked about it was the monsters.
Yeah. The monsters were cool. I didn't get it though. Like,
Oh.
I wasn't sure whether that
And then she just
girl
mutters
was.
under her breath, "Baka."
Oh, you.
And she goes
you,
to sit down.
Wasn't there that one girl who thought she was dead, or was like, I never understood that. She came back to life. I don't know.
I'm not surprised you didn't get it.
Well, I mean, what is there to get?
It was an emotional journey about the human condition.
What condition's that then? I currently have infatuated and one of them, so like, if anything to do with that, then
It was about humanity's inevitable failures in the face of impending doom.
cool. So we're going to be watching some slice of life today. Is that your thing?
I guess I should know what they're thinking. That might help me. Her eyes like narrow slightly.
Just look at Carlos like, start the fucking show, man.
When does Adam arrive and when does Daisy arrive?
Around about now, Adam wanders
would
in.
Adam have had the last class with Daisy?
Who knows?
If so,
That's up
then
to you.
like Daisy would probably be like,
Maybe the
because
two
you
of you
mentioned
meet
you were
up.
going to anime, right? Because you want to do all the clubs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Then Daisy would have roped you in to pop down to the garage that's near the school and like buy a load of snacks.
Okay.
So like we'd show up like arms full of like random
definitely
packets
got
of
roped
crisps
in.
and stuff like that.
Okay, so the two of you come in, and just as soon as you open the door, like Zoe looks up, and I feel like just the sense of malice like increases for a moment and then goes down.
As she does so, I go, "Oh, hi Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. I didn't know you did anime.
Do you like cartoons as well?"
They're
It's
not cartoons.
They aren't?
They're
Hey, Daisy,
animated.
come sit.
Okay.
She watches Adam as you enter. She doesn't say anything to you, but as you enter, she just does not take her eyes off of you.
And I'm like after Daisy sets off, Adam stands awkwardly for a moment and like looks around the room for like trying to work out where to sit. Then picks a direction, but still hasn't actually decided where to sit. Has just like, I can't stand here this much longer. I've got to start moving somewhere before I choose. Then shortly after setting off, he realizes he should have gone a different way and should have gone on a certain seat, and then sits in a different seat instead because he's already going this way.
So do you you're like no, not this one. You just sort of hesitate and try and sit in a bunch of different seats.
It's like he commits to a direction, wishes he hadn't, and then sits down on a seat in that direction.
Okay. So we will just you feel Zoe's malevolent eyes watching you the entire time, Adam. Like that is she's like right behind you, staring at you.
And I was like, why is the back of my head burning?
Yeah, you're like, I don't. And you look back, and like every time she's just like her eyes, like you get the like darkening background, glowing eyes.
She just gets kind of a blank look back.
Daisy, do you go sit next to Cecil?
Oh, hell yes.
As you come in and as you go to sit next to Cecil, like Carlos is like, all right, we're ready, I guess, to
Can
watch.
I accidentally sit in the seat Carlos was sitting in a minute ago next to Cecil?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like Carlos's backpack is like right there. And he looks and he's like, Cecil, there are more people here.
Hi, Carlos.
Hi. We have tripled almost our numbers for Anime Club. And he looks at
Yeah.
you. Cecil, like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Do you want a gummy
Just
bear?
shrugs.
Thanks. And he takes a gummy bear. Takes some gummy bears. I guess we'll all watch some anime. So I had a series of clips mostly to show today to talk about different romance-focused slice of life animes as a particular genre within the field of anime.
Oh. I like those.
Cool. And he's still looking at you, Cecil, like. And then he hits play, and these animes, and like slice of life is like a loose term. It's a lot of like people pushing people against lockers and like leaning in dramatically.
I grab a random bag from the pile of snacks that Daisy told me to buy, and I offer them to Zoe.
She takes them. She takes like a handful, and then just eats them while staring at you.
I take a potato chip and I eat it.
And watches. Carlos like goes to sit down, but then realizes Daisy's in the seat he was gonna sit next to, and so then there's this awkward moment. He's like, and he like takes
to
his
make it extra
bag.
awkward, Daisy takes the time to like snuggle into Cecil.
Yeah, and then he like pulls up a chair like on the other side of Cecil, and the pretense of like, oh, it's closer to the computer, so I can control stuff. Yeah, he's just like sitting there, and he like leans in, and he's like, did you invite all these people? I thought it was just Zoe was coming.
Well, Adam's like weird and lonely, and
Okay, fair, I guess. He's fine. I know.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with him, but
He's pretty average.
Yeah. I mean,
He is, though. That's his whole thing. He's super average.
yeah,
Don't just say
pretty normal.
that.
And I don't know actually when or how I invited Daisy, but it happened. So that's good. That's good, right?
And he like, yeah, and he like reaches out the most unenthusiastic fist bump.
I don't know why Zoe's here though.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that.
Said something about learning about them, but she already seems to know about anime. I don't know.
You see Zoe, like she's jotting down a few notes, but they don't really make like sense in the same way that like Adam's notes are fairly detailed. Hers are largely doodles.
Hers are actually written in Japanese.
Yeah, she's she's practicing her kanji on the side.
Yes.
So does Daisy do anything like this? This whole situation's going on. Same with Adam.
Does Daisy do anything?
Cecil.
Yeah, she snuggles into Cecil. She'll ask a few quiet questions, be like, what's going on?
Oh no, are you the person in the movie theater that you're just like, does she like him? Does he like her?
Oh, she's confused. She needs to ask questions. So she'll ask them quietly.
Are they gonna go in the closet? What's gonna happen next?
I didn't get that subtitle. What did it say?
Yeah, it's all subtitled.
It says kaikaku. It means plan.
Okay. Can you get these with like English?
It's kind of rare sometimes.
Oh.
Yes.
You hear the anime tisk noise from Zoe again.
Cold stubbing and ugh. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's probably something you shouldn't talk to people about. There's feelings involved with that.
People don't
Sub
want...
versus dub thing.
Oh. It sounds complicated.
Yeah. Subs are superior.
Oh, Daisy blushes.
I mean, it's just my personal preference, you know?
Yeah, sure. I feel the same way.
Oh, really?
Takes a handful of potato chips and is just like,
I've taught you well. Good. Yeah.
just awkwardly playing with her hair. We can do some of that later if you want.
Some what? Anime?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Cool. Cecil is very confused.
Good work, Cecil. I think you notice that mixed in among mostly like hetero romance clips, there's like a couple of gay romance clips, like two men flirting with each other. There's just,
Definitely
like, a
Yuri on
handful of
Ice in
them.
there.
Yeah. Oh
Yuri
yeah.
on
there's
Ice is in there. Yeah.
definitely Yuri on Ice. Yeah. Yeah, just like a handful, like not many. You wouldn't notice. You might not notice because you just be like, oh, those are just good animes. But yeah.
Yeah, they're
Adam
really
doesn't pick up on it while consulting his notes, which say, "Why is Carlos annoyed, like sad about
Yeah, why
Cecil and
Carlos
Daisy?
sad?
This conundrum I don't understand."
As Space Cadet points out, possibly gay, possibly sports anime.
good.
Oh, do they have like gay relationships in animes?
Sometimes, I mean, it's a
Yeah,
little
there's like some. Carlos just like jumps in. Yeah, there's like some well-known animes that have it. It's not common though, but they're really good animes. That's why I included them.
I mean, yeah, good picks.
That's really cool. There's
Thanks.
not much, non-anime that has that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's not common. Sort of looked down on, I think, in certain communities. You just start like mumbling and trails off. Yeah, he definitely also has the scene from like the Sailor Moon, like Uranus and Neptune. Cousins.
Daisy recognizes Sailor Moon very briefly from like something when she was a kid. Like
Yeah.
there was definitely some on TV. I think I recognize that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like an old one. It's Sailor Moon. Most people have seen it. It's like a super noob-friendly one. I don't know why
had a
Carlos
massive
is
crush
getting
on her
more and
when I
more
was,
stoner, but that
12.
he is.
I had a massive
Yeah, there's
crush on
this
her when
really
I was,
great
like,
guy.
12, so.
He's called Tuxedo Mask, and like he's the guy who
Super
does
suave.
so smooth.
So suave. Like he throws roses and shit, but like in a cool way.
Why is he called Tuxedo Mask?
Because he wears a mask and a tuxedo.
Hmm.
Ah.
So
Like, over at his table, Adam has on his phone Googled gay and is like, "Oh, it's so much more." That makes it so much more confusing.
there's so many more layers to this than I was expecting.
Oh, so
Very
good.
complicated. You start
Gay,
like
it's
you've got like
safe
charts.
search is on. You're like, off? Oh.
Oh dear.
So eventually Anime Club will wrap up.
I think so. Early on in where through the clips, like Adam's kind of hanging on to it all and like making loads of notes, but like halfway through, he just kind of gets bored and just starts like looking around, like tapping a pen.
Does he sort all the Smarties into different colors?
Yes, he does.
Start sorting them.
That is a very me thing to do.
I was actually thinking it's a very
Making eye
Bentham thing to do.
contact with-
It is. I do sort Smarties.
I do sometimes.
Sorry, I'm chaotic
How many
evil.
type A personalities are in here? So I think he looks around and he makes eye contact again with Zoe, and she's just looking at him. Do you have any more snacks?
Oh yeah, here you go. Another random bag.
She like takes it and opens it. I didn't know you liked anime.
I don't know if I do.
So
Like,
you
they'll
narrows
just-
her eyes. Why wouldn't you like it?
I don't know. It's all just kind of the same. Yeah, you sit here and watch stuff happen.
Yeah. And it's really interesting. The stories are deep and meaningful. The characters and their interactions are intense and emotional.
Okay, I don't know. I just feel like I could be doing something else.
What would you be doing?
I don't know. That's the problem. So I'm still here.
Wouldn't you be like hanging out with Tiffany or something?
I don't think so. Where is Tiffany?
Maybe you'd
I don't know
like
what she
cheer
does on
better.
Wednesdays.
She has cheer practice, and then there's a game tonight. Maybe you
I-
could do that.
That was on my list. I don't know.
She like eats her snacks.
Crunch.
Did you say the game's today?
Yeah, there's a game tonight.
Oh, there's a game. I'll go to that. I should go to that.
Her face just like, if her eyes could get any more like malevolent. Of course that's where you'd go.
Why not? What else? Where else should I go?
No, it's fine. And she just starts mumbling to herself and she just like goes back and writes something down.
Okay. Turns back, starts boredly watching again.
Cecil, Daisy, the two of you do anything?
Cecil is following Daisy's lead in this one. He's like not paying attention to the anime anymore.
Daisy was vaguely interested, but she gets to get like a little bit more sidetracked and starts getting a bit more interested in Cecil. But Carlos is right next to them, so it will only be slightly inappropriate.
Is Carlos like constantly like looking over?
Oh yeah, Carlos is doing that. He's constantly being like, so this next, and he's like,
Daisy
trying
definitely has a hand up Cecil's shirt.
handing him snacks like in between them and stuff.
I have a great idea. Okay, so after a few times this happens, Cecil turns to Carlos and is like, I know there's more of stuff that you've compiled for this, and he leans in, but I've kind of already got all the help I need. So I kind of want to get out of here with Daisy, you know.
yeah, sure. I'll clean up. You two go. Are you still gonna come over at some point so I can help you with physics?
I would love to do physics. No, I don't. So I mean, I'm gonna be a bit busy.
We could, like do physics and like play video games or something instead. But if we tell my mom I'm doing physics, then she'll be cool with it.
I have slightly more important things than school going on right now.
Daisy like runs like her nails down your chest just a little bit.
And
right, yeah, just, text me, man. It's cool. You do whatever you need to
do. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get out of here. Can I shut down Carlos?
Oh heck yeah, you can.
No, Carlos.
Gold.
Poor Carlos. Meanwhile, Adam's like, is Carlos gay?
No,
he's not that far yet.
Adam's current Google information for gay is not particularly accurate for this situation.
Fair.
It's true.
Do I have any modifiers? No, I don't think.
I don't think
Carlos,
so.
no.
You don't have any strings on any NPCs yet.
Partial success.
A partial success.
Choose one from below, but I come across poorly. And I get a condition in return.
Mm-hmm.
They gain a condition. Carlos gets the condition ignored.
All right, you gain the condition selfish.
Yup.
So.
Just another human condition.
And Carlos, like, he's like, yeah, and he just backs away. He just leaves, and he goes and he turns and he starts like wrapping stuff up. As you turn to leave, like, I don't know if you walk past her or whatever happens, but like you just notice like Zoe has grabbed your arm.
It's not my fault.
You need something?
Yeah, I need to talk to you for a second. If you have a moment.
You all right, Daisy?
Yeah.
Cool.
Daisy just stands there.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Zoe like drags you. She has a surprisingly firm grip into the hallway, and just stands there. Let's go of your arm. I need your help.
What with? I'm not that good at most stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I need your help with revenge. You seem to know an awful lot about Tiffany, and I need to destroy her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm interested.
Cool. Thanks. I'll text you later. You already have my number. Or I already have your number. And then she just turns around and goes back inside.
You do?
You get a text on your phone and it's just like 3 skull emojis.
Cool. Hey, Daisy, want to get out? Please say yes, please say yes, please.
Sure.
Yes.
You know, somewhere we can go?
Oh, not really. I don't get out much.
We could go behind the bleachers.
Oh, it's even better because cheer practice is totally happening on the field right now. And you know that, Cecil. You know Tiffany will be out there.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Here is the pot. I will stir it now. But you know, there's behind the bike shed, which is where you meet with Tiffany. This is behind the bleachers, which means you have to like cut across, like right past cheer practice. Tiffany, we'll head out to cheer practice for a little bit, then we'll come back to Adam, Zoe, and Carlos wrapping up Anime Club.
Okay.
So yeah, tell me about cheer practice. Like, does Tiffany run it? Is there a coach? Like, what's going on?
There's a coach, but Tiffany is definitely cheer captain.
Oh yeah. I'd be disappointed if she wasn't.
And they're called the River Valley High Cheer Extreme Team.
Such a long name.
It's not even a good acronym.
Not an acronym. They're just a cheer extreme team. But I'm like saying that. It's for
They used to just be the cheer team, and then you were like, that's not cool enough, so you added the extreme into it.
Yeah, of course. You got to make it more extreme.
Yeah. X's are very popular.
Mm-hmm.
So you are enthusiastically at cheer practice. Are Stephanie, Bethany, and Johnny, they're all cheerleaders, right? They're all on the team.
Yes, they're all cheerleaders.
Okay. So they are practicing. There's probably at least like 5 other people. I imagine it's a pretty big squad. So you are leading people in practice, and you see, because I feel like Cecil, you do this very intentionally. You walk it around behind the cheer squad, so like Tiffany is facing them, directing them, and they can't see, but she can see you. And so Cecil, you are like arm in arm maybe with Daisy.
I mean, if we're sneaking, I guess there's like a little bit of like very early foreplay happening.
So your hand's like in his pants, but like touching his butt.
Yeah, butt touch.
Okay. Tiffany, you see this. You see the two
butt
of them.
hairy, because like butt touching is weird. I'm just saying.
Is Cecil's butt hairy? The things we need to discuss right now.
I guess it could be just in the pocket.
Okay.
Yeah. It might just be in the pocket.
I feel like he hasn't developed that much body hair.
When I created this character, not something I considered.
It's okay. At least you're
you
not playing
take that
like
decision.
the unicorn, where the question is, where are the fluids?
Yeah, so Tiffany is leading the cheer team, and she sees them, I guess. And she acts like she sees nothing.
Okay. She definitely saw.
I know.
And you watch as they go past. Cecil, you lead Daisy behind the bleachers?
Oh yeah,
Do we
very
fade to
obviously.
black? Is
Huh?
there smooching? What happens?
It's probably like Cecil like puts on the moves for smooching.
Okay, let me get the music for moves to smooching.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have moves. He's not smooth, but he thinks he is. So he's like leaning in and like puts one hand.
Daisy is definitely getting herself to be into it. She's focusing. She's getting that mindset.
Meanwhile, you hear the cheer going, let's get physical, get down, get hard. Team. Let's get physical and beat the other team. Y'all are getting physical and hard. Just saying.
I love it.
Daisy will go all the way.
All right, is this twice in one day for Cecil?
I mean,
How many hundred?
sure. So this is the most action Cecil has ever had. This single day makes up for the last however many years of being a loner at a high school. And he is currently, lots of stuff is happening in his brain, entirely clouded judgment. So yes, he will have sex with Daisy.
Okay.
All right.
I think she pauses just beforehand. I'm trying to think how she would word this.
I wouldn't think too carefully about it. He's probably going to say yes.
This won't make things weird, right? I can still come to anime and all that?
Yeah.
It won't be weird.
Why would it be weird?
Okay. Can I take that as a promise?
It won't be weird. I promise it won't be weird.
That's so gonna be weird.
Take an experience.
Yay.
So that's the promise is it won't be
It
weird.
won't be weird. Oh no. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's.
All right. So, Cecil, you need to make another hunger. My question for the two of you, based on the Daisy sex move, do you get naked? I will accept, like, variations on that, but, like, this is quick and dirty behind the bleachers, so...
Cecil just like whoosh, like
Clothes.
instantly naked. Like there's probably poppers
Daisy
and
will somewhat slowly and vaguely reluctantly at first, you like do the same then.
Wow, all right. I've almost got to figure out if someone sees this.
Tiffany, make a perception roll. Damn it, wrong system.
I honestly, like, I'm just gonna, because there's a different, like, this is a matter of speed, right? Like, I get.
yeah.
or-
No,
like,
I was
settle
mostly
together.
joking. I don't think he'd get fully naked, but he would probably take off some clothes. So I leave that up to you and EE to whether that
It's up to you. 'cause
works
yours-
with the move.
yours
I
is
don't know.
fly naked with another. You can ask them for a promise
Oh.
if they refuse to take two strings on them.
Tiffany will probably just pull her skirt up and maybe if Cecil wants, take her top off. That's the amount of naked she'll get. I
So
don't know if
let's
you
probably
count
say
or not.
that doesn't. That's up to you.
You mean
You decide.
Daisy?
This is a very intimate conversation that we have to have about how much clothing people are wearing.
I will leave it down to Cecil since Cecil is the one who is in the scene.
I don't. It's the quick and dirty of it is that he probably won't be like lying naked with another.
Okay.
This
okay.
is.
So, then we will say your sex move does not trigger, but there was a different promise that was asked
Yeah,
for.
I didn't get anything out of it. It's fine.
Okay. Not yet. Not until it becomes weird. All right. So we will fade to black on that scene.
Actually, as chat says,
Can
Cecil-
instead of Tiffany seeing it, can one of her squad team members?
Oh
see it?
yeah, I think it's Johnny.
Like Johnny, yeah, because he's the photographer. Yeah.
Yeah.
and like Johnny's like being like recording from the top of the bleachers where he don't notice, and he hears something, and he like pans down, and you see
Yeah,
like a
here's my
very
question.
vague.
I feel like Johnny, I mean, he's still a cheerleader. He does he probably does a lot of the lifts, but like maybe you're practicing something that he's not involved with, and so he films a lot of the practices too, so that you can send the videos to people and then you point out exactly how badly they did and be like, this is what you need to improve.
I think he sets up the camera and stuff, and maybe we don't notice until later when he's like reviewing the footage. So like right now we don't know.
Oh, you know what? He doesn't see it, but there's audio and he notices.
Oh, because the camera's back there, and then
Nice.
And
when he's editing later, he hears it.
you just hear the name Cecil being called.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Daisy didn't get anything out of it. You just hear Daisy being called.
Daisy. Give me your answer, do.
Also, as chat points out, Daisy doesn't get naked enough because Cecil can't figure out the bra.
Yeah, no, that's fair. They're very confused.
He doesn't even know which one it is, whether the clip's around the front or the back.
That's fair. Like, you're like, is it the front or the back? Is it,
Don't know. Anyway, yes, I need to make a new hunger.
It's not hard.
Feel like it's revenge.
Steph is laughing. She's like, yeah. Every so often she's giggling over there and it's pretty great.
I'm glad. This is the perfect content for her then.
This is an interesting show, that's for sure.
Yep. All right. So Johnny has some audio. I don't think Johnny tells you, Tiffany. I think he just.
I don't
keeps it
think
in
he
his back
needs
pocket
to
right
until
now.
like it matters, probably.
Yeah. So he knows, but I don't think he's told Tiffany. And I look forward to that information coming to light eventually. So we will fade back into Anime Club. And Carlos forlornly watches as Cecil and Daisy leave. And Zoe leaves and then comes back in and sits down. And then that he sort of wraps up and he's at the end of it, he's like, thanks everyone for watching. And he puts stuff away. And I think he comes up to you, Adam, as Zoe leaves.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, man. I didn't know you liked anime.
I just wanted to see what it was about.
Well, what'd you think?
Doesn't want to hurt Carlos's feelings. It's like it's okay.
Oh,
I should see what the different kinds are like. Cecil was
fair.
talking about
there's a
mechs
lot
and
of
stuff,
variety.
and Zoe was
Oh,
talking about other stuff, and yeah.
I mean, if you think about the variety of movies that there are, you've got dramas and comedies and romance. It's the same thing in anime. It's just a style of production, really.
Right. So there's different ones.
Yeah.
Lots of different. Okay.
Well, if you come back next week, why don't I'll focus on a different category for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll try again next week.
Thanks. I don't know why you came, but I appreciate it.
That's Daisy's line.
Oof.
You're new, right? You haven't been here very long.
Yeah.
So did you transfer from a different school?
Yeah.
Cool. He's so sweet. He's so
It's
innocent.
like
And Adam's just like, yeah,
bead of sweat.
cool. It's
Cool.
just like, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
don't ask
yeah.
me what. Don't ask me what. I haven't decided a name yet.
I don't know. Normally Cecil and I go get pizza and just hang out for a little bit, and then we pretend to study, but we actually play video games. And I guess he's kind of busy for the rest of the evening. I don't really know. Do you want to go get some pizza?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. How do you feel about pineapple on your pizza?
there's like a.
Lauren.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. Cecil never orders it. He thinks it's super gross. I think it's kind of cool. I like the sweet salty combination. It's super different.
Right. Yeah.
He
In his head,
grabs
in his
back.
head, Adam's like, "What's a pineapple?"
he grabs his
Google,
backpack
What's a pineapple?
and he will take you to the pizza parlor. Zoe is just in the classroom and then she's gone.
I like the fact that Daisy getting Daisy's relationship resulted in Daisy getting with Cecil. Tiffany and Cecil end up with Cecil getting with Daisy. Cecil getting with Daisy has ended up with Carlos possibly maybe getting with Adam. And there's this whole
Carlos is
knock-on
sad as
effect.
It's a wonderful domino effect of
Yeah.
disaster.
Yeah. And then Zoe's going to destroy Tiffany. All right. So the two of you go and you go get pizza. We can come back to that, but I feel like Tiffany, cheer practice will wrap up. But before or after that, Cecil, like, how does that situation resolve? We don't have to see it, but we can just kind of narrate our way out of it. Like, do you two go somewhere? Do you like do the 15 minutes and leave? Like, what's the kind of thought there?
Immediately afterwards, Daisy says, so we've got to do this a few more times, okay?
Okay.
Well, not now.
Sure. And I think Cecil watches the cheer show.
Okay,
He's
so does
like-
Daisy, do you two stay to like hang out together? Do you leave? Like,
Daisy hangs around for a couple of minutes and sees what Cecil like wants to do, I think, in this case.
We can go get some food if you want.
Sure. Where do you normally go for food after Anime Club?
We go for pizza.
Yeah, I could have a slice of pizza.
Yeah. As long as there's no pineapple on it, we can share.
Yeah, I hate pineapple on pizza.
Cool. Yeah, let's share some za.
What's that?
Cecil's the
Pizza.
worst.
Oh,
It's pizza.
right.
So a few more times, is there after that?
An achievement you need to unlock.
Yeah. Oh, how come what made you go out with me in the first place?
Oh, you said, do you
I
want to go to
imagine
Anime
you're
Club?
saying this as you're like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pops his collar.
Yeah, you said you want to go out.
Oh, so you actually like me then?
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're okay as well. He winks.
Daisy smiles.
Let's go get some pizza then.
Okay.
And off they go.
And that entire conversation was recorded.
Yeah, I think that's like a lot of what it was, right? So it was there's definitely just some little audio bits that Johnny's like clean because he has to clean up the audio, from the practice, and he's like, what the fuck? So we see him like hunched over in his workstation.
Yeah, I think also Johnny doesn't know that there's anything
Johnny
between
doesn't
Cecil
know.
and
Oh,
her.
he has no
so-
idea there's anything between Cecil and Tiffany.
Yeah,
He's just
so like, why would he need to tell me?
Yeah, he's just like, I have gossip now, and that's cool. So
Mhm.
he holds on to it just because, they may be your squad, but they may have their own aspirations and goals.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have more drama at the pizza parlor. Tiffany, however,
Excellent.
the cheer practice will wrap up. You have a little bit of a break, and I think you realize at some point Oliver has been there, and he's definitely been watching cheer practice.
Cool. She'll
He's
totally
helping set up the
casually make her way over to him.
Saw your practice today.
I saw you seeing our practice today.
As much as I would love to watch almost every practice, I can't. I do have other responsibilities,
Yeah.
but it was very impressive, quite extreme.
Well, we are called the Extreme Team for a reason.
I remember when you renamed, there was definitely some people who didn't like the change.
Well, We're now 4-time champions since I've been here, so
They were
we're gonna
wrong.
make it 5.
I believe in you. I really do.
So, we have a couple other cheers that we're gonna have during the pact or during the game tonight. So I hope you like them.
Some surprises, things I didn't get to see today.
Yeah, I might have made one for you. You know.
My own personal cheer. I'm honored.
Yeah.
What
You'll
did I
have
deserve?
to-
And he leans in a little bit. What did I do to deserve that?
She leans in a little too, and she's like, "Well, you know, just being yourself."
Too kind. And he, I think he like pauses for a second, and then, what's he gonna do next?
But if you want to hear it, you'll just have to do really well. You know, losers don't get cheers.
Of course not. We're all winners here. He like
She nods.
winks at you, I guess, or like the equivalent thereof. Like, I look forward to seeing the game tonight, but I mostly look forward to the halftime show. I saw your proposal about lengthening it. I think it's a good one.
You think so? I hope the VP agrees, but I try to convince him, so we'll see, I suppose.
Well, thrilling performances are always worth it.
Maybe you could try to sway him some more?
I will do my best, and my best is very good.
He actually seemed really interested in all of the ideas that I had.
He did. He was interesting. I'm, a little sad that Mr. Johnson is gone, but it sounds like he's in a better place now.
I hope so. Mr. Johnson was cool, and obviously
It's easy to manipulate.
yeah, I
He
kind of agreed with
smiles when he
everything.
says that.
It was great. I mean, you know.
It's always helpful to have the teachers in your pocket, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
Wrapped around your finger.
you are looking at going to any colleges?
I suspect I'll be getting into a few. I've already sent my applications in. Just
I do
waiting to
too.
hear back.
I'm hoping that I get some cheer scholarships, but we'll see.
I would be very surprised if you didn't earn a handful of them. School
Yeah,
should
my
be
mom-
clamoring for your attention.
My mom's kind of expecting it.
Interesting. He says that. He just sort of like he nods.
What about your family?
I'm the high achiever,
I see.
but they have high expectations.
I'm an only child, so I totally get that.
Well, my brother and my elder sister were both, head of this school as well, so it's in the family.
I understand. My mom was like cheer captain and prom queen, and so she kind of expects that of me too. So I got you. It's
you
like
mentioned
we have so
at
much
some-
in common.
We do. You mentioned at some point a photo shoot? Some pictures.
Yeah, I mean we took some already, and I already posted them, but we can totally
I saw. They had quite the response.
more. Yeah, it actually. I hope that you didn't mind that.
Of course not. I will say, and he takes a step forward, so he's like even closer to you. I do have a certain amount of a reputation to maintain, obviously, and that reputation tends to go with a certain amount of exclusivity. Would that be something you're interested in?
What do you mean by exclusivity?
Relationship exclusivity. Multiple partners doesn't tend to look very good.
I see. Totally get it.
And he like reaches forward, he like puts his hand underneath your chin. He's like, you, however, are perfect. And I would like to have a perfect partner.
Oliver, are you asking me out?
Depends on if you are interested in my simple constraints.
I thought that you were trying to date other people. That's what Daisy said.
Daisy.
She kind of
just sort of says it. She's pretty.
She kind of thinks that you're just on a break, that you're not actually broken up, so maybe you need to check yourself too.
Then I suppose I need to make it abundantly clear to her that the two of us never had a future. She's not Lambert material. You are, though.
Well, I have a couple ideas on how you could make that very clear to her.
Really? Tell me.
She pulls out her camera, takes a selfie, and kisses him.
He will kiss you back.
Yay!
He's the worst. I think he's worse than
the
you.
worst. Everyone's the worst.
And he pulls away and he cleans the lipstick off and it's like, I'll see you later tonight.
Yeah. She tags him in the photo and posts it.
He retweets it or reshares it or whatever.
They need a ship name, so chat, I'm leaving that to you.
And it better be good.
And it better be a good one.
Tiffany
It
Oliver.
has to be PR worthy,
Gotta be
okay? And then
perfect.
she uses that hashtag, and then she also uses hashtag relationship goals.
No, we're not using
Nice.
all Fanny.
Tiffer. Tolliver.
The problem with
Tiffiner?
Tolliver is it's the entire Oliver with a T. You need to be roughly equal. Chat.
Yeah.
Ship name.
You
Gotta
would
be-
be fine with Tolliver. To folly. Cool. So that's your interaction. I think we go to the pizza parlor, I guess, at this point.
I think so.
Still the first day. This is a long, this is an emotional day for all of you. It's fine. I
Lauren,
expect this
do
whole
you
show
remember?
over a week.
Do you
No time
remember
skips.
no time skips?
Yeah, no, I suspect we might get through a week in this show. Maybe 4 days, right?
We had an
Each episode
entire
a day.
like show that was about time skips with blades. Oh my god! I only just realized this.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Well, we
we
were
gotta compensate
teenagers.
for that. No time skips anymore. No time skips. So, Tiffany and Oliver, I guess you two are officially a couple now. He texts you like what reads like a contract. Like, do you agree to the following?
Oh no, is Oliver Faye? What is happening?
No.
No, he's just the worst.
He's
Okay.
just an ass.
Yeah, and maybe it's not quite that bad, but there's a certain elements to it of like, I look forward to and all of that, but also like we are in agreement on a certain level of
Did
exclusive
he
discussion.
send Daisy like a divorce contract? Like what?
I think he doesn't. I think he's just kind of done with Daisy. She's pretty but not very bright for him. That's how he views her.
He also probably knows that like Daisy still has notifications set on for his timeline.
Oh yeah.
So that'll happen like late in the pizza joint.
Yeah. So we cut to pizza. Carlos and Adam, you will arrive first. Carlos, gestures, you sit down at a table, he goes and orders the pizza and then like brings the slight I feel like it's like a I guess maybe table service, but I don't know. It's pretty cheap. Orders pizza and you just sort of while you're waiting for it. I feel like there's some awkward silence. That seems like a thing that's common for Adam.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
Just
guess,
waiting for
what's the
pizza.
name of
Like,
this
I hope the
plate?
pizza comes so that I can be eating pizza and not sitting here doing nothing.
Delma's
Yeah.
Pineapple Under the Sea.
It's another Delmer's place.
Franchised out.
Delmer's
It's a chain,
Pizza Zone.
interdimensional.
Yeah, it's
They
just
really
Delmer's.
branched out.
Pizza Force, was that what it was?
It was Pizza Force, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
Of course.
pizza.
The seafoam. I guess they're not sea otters though. You're freshwater otters.
Hmm.
Delmer's Otter Nook.
This is run by like Delmer Freshwater, the freshwater family. Carlos is like, so how long have you like, I guess he's like, how, and he sort of starts a lot of questions and then I realize that like, oh, you're not, I guess you haven't. It's like, so did you like, and Zoe, you used to like sit next to each other, right? Were you friends? Are you friends? Do you know Zoe? What do you know about her?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she, I don't know. She likes drawing. We drew stuff.
Cool. Did you two like makes a gesture of some kind? You know,
Just
like
complete bafflement.
date or anything, like hook up?
I don't think so.
Isn't that like a thing you'd know? No?
I guess so. No.
Cool. Okay, that's cool. So like, you friends with Daisy? You like sit next to her, right?
Yeah. She asked me to.
Cool. What did she like actually break up with Oliver? Is that like a thing? I heard that was happening. Do you know about that? Like, did you sit next to her, right?
Yeah. Yes. So, they broke up and they're on a break. So they're gonna see other people and then they're gonna get back together. That's what Daisy said.
Oh, weird. Cool. So like, yeah, and you see like gear. Like you might not see this, but we see like the gears turning. That like, okay, this is not okay. Cool. It's like, yeah. Relationships are weird. People are.
I know, right? I'm trying to work this out. It's really confusing.
I just, people are complicated and they have like a lot of feelings and God, it's so hard to tell someone how you feel about them. You can't just like go out and tell them because like what if they say no and then it like hurts.
Can we show up exactly at that point?
Yeah. Like your pizza has arrived.
We walk in, immediately see like Cecil and it's not Cecil, Carlos and Adam, and I go, "Oh, hi Carlos, hi Adam."
Oh, hey Daisy, hi Cecil.
Oh, yeah. Hi. I
Carlos
didn't...
just sort of like waves and then like looks down and then like picks up the pizza and starts eating
Do
it.
you want to sit with them? We can sit with them.
Only if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I don't want to get too in the way of your like anime club cartoon thing.
Yeah, let's sit with them.
There's like the throbbing, like anger.
Oh no.
Oh, hi. Yeah, Carlos like looks up when you start getting closer. Yeah.
You've got
chair.
pineapple on your pizza. No pineapple.
It's fine. You can get a different one. We just don't normally because I didn't think Cecil would be here.
You don't like pineapple on your pizza?
No, I hate pineapple.
I kind of do. You just don't like it, so I just don't ever get it because you don't like it, and so it just seemed rude to get it on my pizza if you didn't like it. Because I want you to have the pizza that you want to have. And he's just like actively not making eye contact with you while he's saying all of this.
Yeah, all right, well.
Because like you commented that one time about how, like even if you pick the pineapple off, you can still taste it, and I that seemed so. I just haven't been getting it with pineapple on it because it's easier. Do you want to? I can order you your favorite one.
Yeah. Sure. Yes.
Great.
Please.
I'll be right back. And he like gets up. Even this place has table service. He like goes up to the register to order your pizza.
And like towards the end of that, and then as he gets up, Adam's kind of looking at Carlos a bit puzzled, like as he goes off, thinking to himself, "Why is he acting odd again?"
Carlos is.
You just see. Adam just shrugs. He takes a slice of pizza, starts eating it, and then he gets to like the like a bit with pineapple on it.
You have to like decide how you feel about pineapple.
It's just like this like finishes the piece and is like, that's interesting. Okay, carries on.
Can I roll to keep my cool in this situation?
Yeah, do you think you need to act despite fear?
Despite fear of this entire situation
Yeah,
being
flex the rules
weird.
more.
Despite
Keep
fear
your
to
cool.
despite awkwardness.
Is
Anxiety.
yeah, I mean, I'm not actually afraid for my life. So, would you like me to roll?
That's up to you if you think that you need to. It's more, do you think like you need to ask me a question about this situation?
No, I guess not.
Your outcome, really.
I will just continue to be awkward.
Yeah, that's fine.
Daisy gets up to go to the bathroom because she knows that she should always pee after sex.
Good. Smart.
She goes past Carlos and just pops over and just says really quickly, "I like pineapple on pizza too."
Oh.
And gives his arm a squeeze and then...
He's very confused.
So, Adam, how was anime?
It was all right. I think I don't like that kind. It's probably other kinds I like. Maybe.
I mean, that sounds about right. There's this one that you might like where the main characters all have amnesia and they don't know what's going on, and then they have to find out about themselves.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I'll watch that.
I thought it might. What's going on, Adam? Why are you weird?
What? What do you mean?
Why do you copy everyone?
What do you mean copy everyone? I'm just doing normal stuff.
What's normal stuff, Adam?
What everyone else does. I mean, that's what it's about, right? You try to fit in. So you.
Okay. If that's what you think's normal, I don't know.
Well, what do you say I'm doing that's not normal?
I don't know. Maybe have a think about it and get back to me. Do you think you've done anything that's weird?
No, I'm just trying to learn stuff and make friends, and that's it. I just what you been on my back for?
I feel like one of you is trying to shut someone down, but I'm not sure.
I think Adam's working up to that. Yeah.
I'm sure we can take turns in shutting each other down at this point.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the outcome of the rolls go, because that may
But
yeah, they might end up being a back and forth anyway, depending on the roll results.
yes, definitely. At this point, Cecil is hungering for conflict and revelations.
Uh-oh.
So,
your first hunger that you made. I like it.
who are you going to copy next, Adam?
Oh, that's right. You have 3 hungers now. Holy shit.
He's getting very hungry. And the more he gets, the more he wants.
Oh, God.
Adam, don't copy anime from me. It's my thing.
Oh, all right.
It's me and Carlos. No one else. Like, people may join the club, whatever. That's cool, but it's me and him.
Well, I mean, I no one was even watching anime in that thing anyway. I was looking. No one was actually paying attention. Zoe was a bit, but then she was mostly staring at me, which was weird.
Why was she
Like
staring at
5
you?
people. It's not even like it didn't look like a 2-person thing. I'm just trying things to do. I'm so bored.
You're bored?
Yeah, what does people even do all day?
You know what? I'm bored too. Let's go find some stuff to do.
Well,
Let's go fuck something up.
We're getting pizza.
We
What
can
do you
have
mean?
pizza. You can take pizza with you. I've got an idea.
Oh, what kind of idea?
You're bored? Come with me. You won't be bored.
Cut to like half an hour later, Cecil's waterboarding Adam. Tell me you're bored now!
There's, I think there's like a moment of conflict where he's like, but people here and pizza, and I guess we were doing, and then he's like,
The
this
two
is
of you just
boring.
leave.
like after this conflict, he's like, yeah, this is boring. This is all boring. Yeah, okay, fine. I like plans. Sure.
Sure.
The two of you up and leave. Like Carlos gets back to the table and Daisy gets back to the table and you're gone.
Just before we get back to the table, I
Yeah,
come
I
out
think.
and I talk to Carlos though.
Yeah, and that's why they have this whole conversation. And then
And-
so we cut over to the conversation with Daisy and Carlos. He's like very clearly taking a very long time to order this pizza that should
just,
not take this long.
you
to
know,
order.
What did you know? I like pineapple too, because everyone talks down about pineapple. Just
Yeah, no, it's cool. I like the weird like flavor taste combo.
because they're so different.
So are you and like Cecil dating now?
I think so.
Oh. Cool.
Well, we did just have sex behind the bleachers, so I think that means we're dating now.
Oh.
Oh, and don't tell him about the pineapple thing because he might be funny about it. He didn't.
Yeah, he seemed mad when he walked
Yeah.
in.
So if you just don't tell him about that. Okay.
Okay, I guess we should go. So, and he turns and he
He
sees
gains
like
an
they're gone. Like,
experience.
oh, he doesn't get experience, so that's not a thing.
He can still make the promise though. Yeah.
Sure. Yes, he will not tell Cecil that you like pineapple on your pizza. And then you turn and you look back at the table and they're all gone.
Wait, where are we sitting again?
I guess they left. Cool. Well, we got a lot of pizza. I'm gonna take some home.
Ding ding.
Can I actually? And he like just gets it to go.
I feel so bad for Carlos.
I know. It's like I got a lot of siblings. They're
I need to go.
hungry.
Daisy looks at her phone and just leaves.
Yeah. You got the picture of Oliver like right then, and the two of you part. Carlos takes his two 1.5 pizzas at this point and brings them back to his family. It's quite large. They will voraciously eat the pizza.
I feel so bad for him.
He's a precious being, and don't worry.
He's like, well, I've been abandoned. Hey, you're a living human. Come eat pizza with me. Oh, you've left.
Where is Daisy headed?
She's probably gonna go home, but she's probably gonna talk to her invisible friend on the way home.
Okay, we'll come back to that then. Where are Cecil and Adam headed?
I got no idea.
Josh, where's Cecil going? What you doing?
Cecil is going to find somewhere high up
Push Adam off.
with an
Slightly
audience.
concerned.
So yeah, you could like school, top of school. There's a game on tonight. It's a very potential audience. Do you have the ability that I think that you have?
Quite possibly.
Okay, yeah. I was like, cool. I was like, you better have that one before you do what I think you're about to do. Yeah, so like the roof of the gym.
Yeah. Gym roof.
Yeah. There's an audience there. It's the game. The game's going. It's like, you probably get there right when like halftime started. You know, or the first break show. Cheer squad's prepping.
Can I see Tiffany?
Oh yeah. Tiffany probably has a spotlight on her.
Oh no, what are you gonna do to me?
So narrate us through this. You probably have to like the gym is gonna be like getting up to the roof is gonna be locked. Like how miscreant do you go?
Very.
Okay.
Breaks
Yeah.
the door.
Adam, do you have any reactions to any of this, like, as you're going along?
I think like initially I'm probably like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Like, what? I mean, I guess at least we're going somewhere. What's happening? And then he like kicks the door and I'm like, okay, sure. What are you planning?
Oh, it's gonna be really funny. You'll see.
Any more doors to kick?
You said you were bored. I've been a bit bored for a while. And I know you're weird. So I thought I'd show you mine.
Confused look.
It might take a
Slightly
while,
concerned.
but... And we get to the roof of the gym. And Cecil stands on the edge and looks out over and sees Tiffany with the spotlight and the cheer team doing flips and all this amazing stuff. And like all the crowd with the floodlights and all of that.
Oh yeah, it's dramatic.
And he shouts, like cups his hands and shouts at the top of his voice, Hey everyone!
I think there's a moment. It maybe takes a little while. Like I bet you found like a megaphone and you like stole it, right? Because you're going through the gym. Because otherwise they're never gonna hear you. You need some sort of amplification.
Definitely stole a megaphone.
You steal a megaphone. You start shouting through it. There's like a moment. There's like maybe a lull in one of the cheers. Like as you're starting up for the next one, the music's ending. Tiffany, you hear this shouting. A lot of the crowd does, and they all kind of turn and look at the roof. And sort of vaguely silhouetted is a familiar figure on the top of the roof.
Can I try to bribe the person who's running the stereo to turn the music up so they can't hear?
Yeah, you can totally do that. I think in this instance, you probably have one of your crew do that, right? Like you send them and then they, like Johnny goes.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think you need to roll for that. Like that is 100% within your capabilities as like Tiffany.
I also have a move.
Yes,
which is bot loyalty. You can give a side character a string on you to tempt them to do your bidding. The MC will tell you what sort of bribe, threat, or coaxing it'll take to get the character.
I think in this instance, like just play music louder is not something that you would need to bribe someone for. I don't think you need to tempt them with a string.
Okay.
I think this is a random person. You have enough authority as Tiffany to just make them pump the music louder.
Okay. Tiffany's just like, can you turn that up louder?
Okay.
And then she's like kind of looking. She's looking up at Cecil like, what are you doing?
Cecil, what are you doing?
Cecil is like shouting louder, and like it's a competition he just can't win with just a megaphone.
Yeah,
and he's he makes sure that Tiffany is watching.
But yeah, I think like maybe the rest of like not as many people notice you, but like Tiffany, I think you know for sure like you're watching.
Okay.
He's like, all right then, if that's how you want it. Fuck you, Oliver. Watch this, Adam. And he jumps off the roof.
I think Adam's like, are we going to get in trouble for being... Oh, God!
And you land with a thunk and a crack, a sickening sound. And I feel like you very intentionally do not try and like land in a way that you would not break your neck.
Oh, yeah.
Like
it's probably
it's
like
frontal landing.
Like it's within a zone where like maybe you could survive, but maybe you can't. Like, and it's messy. There is some ear-piercing screams that reverberate through the student body at that point. Tiffany, Adam, what do the two of you do?
I know what Adam
jumps off.
Well, Adam takes a step to the edge because he's like, he just did it, I guess it's fine. And then looking down, gets the sickening like feeling of, you're not meant to be here, that's a long way.
Tiffany, you see Adam standing on top of the roof.
I'm gonna
as
run
you
over
several other people.
I'm gonna run over to the stereo and like turn it off, and then I'm gonna be like, Adam, don't jump.
I think like it's only for like a short moment where like he stood
Someone
there
in
and then it's like and like
Someone
steps back
in the
like, oh
crowd.
god.
like points and yells and says, "He must have pushed him."
You see me reemerge, but this time
Tiffany-
I'm like hanging on.
Tiffany
like,
might think that he pushed him. She just
It's up to
doesn't
you to
actually
decide what you
know.
think. At that point, like people are swarming, like a teacher comes in. I think the vice principal is there. He like swarms over to Cecil's body. He pushes the students away. He's like points at someone, like gets them to call the paramedics. Paramedics come. They like get his body on a stretcher. The game is canceled. Like there is pandemonium, and Cecil's body is taken away. There's definitely like probably blood on the ground too.
As this is happening, this time Adam like reemerges, but this time he's like gripping onto the edge and is clearly like doesn't want to be at the edge because he's now learned heights are bad. But he looks over like, is he okay?
Tiffany
He was
is
not
just, like,
okay.
horrified and watching like everything that's happening and just kind of standing there in like confusion.
Yeah. I feel like you are immediately like Bethany and Stephanie and Johnny come over and they're like, "Are you okay? Oh my God, what was that?" Ah!
Yeah,
And there's
and
just
like
a lot
Tiffany's
of,
doing the
like,
same thing. She's like, "Oh my God, what just happened? Do you think he's gonna be okay?"
I didn't know. I didn't see what happened. Like I caught a little bit of it on film. Should I like turn that in? I guess Johnny is probably like, I caught some of it on film. I like turned over and
Yeah, I mean, if Adam did push him, then they should know.
oh my God, I think Adam totally did push him. There was a blur and then he was falling. He like
From
plays it
the-
back
from
on
the
road.
roof-
It's totally unconclusive because the lighting is terrible up there.
From the roof, you hear just like, why did he do that? What's going on?
And I think you are probably I don't think you're like arrested, but you were definitely like
Probably like I'm
for
really tackled
questioning.
by security while on
yeah,
the
like
roof to
security's
pull
like,
away.
why don't you come with us? And they're gonna like take you like you're gonna get questioned by
Okay,
what happened.
what happened? Wait, is he all right? What happened?
That's why don't you tell us what happened in your own words? And they're just gonna ask you to like go through all of it.
Well, he said he was gonna show me something, and then he just like dove off.
Did he slip or fall? Did you notice anything in particular? And like there are people like cordoning off of the area, they're like checking it.
I'm like, no, he had a run up.
Ah, I see. So he didn't start at the edge. What were you doing up there?
I was just asking him what was going on. He brought me up, and then
And how long have you known each other for?
2 weeks, kinda.
And has he shown any behavior or suicidal behavior in the past?
No, what does that mean?
And they just go through a bunch of questions, and I think at some point at the end of it, they're like, "Thank you very much. We'll be in touch." They like take your name, your address, and like a bunch of personal details.
I'm just kind of very kind of confused and a bit stressed about this. It's like, why is everyone acting weird? What happened? Is like, why? I don't know what's going on.
No one. I feel like no one really tells you.
At some point, I'm just gonna say something like, "Am I in trouble?"
Not right now. One of the people says, as they're questioning you.
Hmm.
They have like very nice suits on. We're just getting some facts. A student just fell off that building, and they've been taken to the hospital.
So is he gonna be okay?
We'll see.
Kind of sits there, waits for
Yeah,
someone
and
to
I think
tell him to
eventually
go
you
somewhere
get-
else.
Like they're probably like, oh, they contact your guardian. I feel like they probably have them come pick you up. as all of the students are taken. Like this is a scene. There's a lot of chaos. A lot of teachers are trying to corral students. We see like security comes, gets you from the roof. People like paramedics are getting Cecil. Tiffany's being comforted by her posse. Just like all of this is all happening all at once while you're being questioned. And then I feel like they're basically going to see like get you to stay and then get picked up and then talk to your parent.
And in the best timing ever,
Father Dr. Walton.
it's probably about now, because it's a few hours later, Daisy, having seen Tiffany and Oliver, texts and Instagram something about, like, la, 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 spent a lovely time with Cecil earlier this morning. Heart. Completely oblivious.
Who do you send that to? Who? To Oliver?
It's
or
Instagram.
Instagram? Oh gosh. I feel like your like notifications are flooded with like, didn't you hear? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't see. How could you not have checked the news? It's so rude and insensitive.
Yeah,
and it's
Tiffany
like all
even
of the
responds.
cheer squad. Like Tiffany just sent it after her. Yeah.
Imagine the summer play is just like, he's dead, yo. This is like really
It's one of those.
insensitive.
This is really insensitive, Daisy.
Super
I
insensitive.
can't
Too
believe you would
soon.
do this. Especially after what happened. Oh, and Tiffany definitely puts out a little vlog. For sure.
Like rip, like it's like a memorial, like, you know, there's like sad music and a little harp playing.
Oh, for sure.
He doesn't even confirm that he's dead. You just all know that he like probably died. Crashed off the building.
Yeah, I think what Tiffany posts, she posts like a video, maybe not a vlog, but it's kind of like a vlog.
Is it just
and
like
she's
her crying, but like pretty crying?
It's not crying, but she's like, River Valley High, today something terrible happened. As you know, Cecil committed suicide. Suicide's a serious thing, and everyone should be careful. If you're hurting, there's always someone there for you. And then like it has like numbers that you can call and stuff like that on the side of the thing.
Yep. Okay, so I just
Otters
want to
for
like
Cecil.
reiterate where everyone is because a lot
He has
of
like
stuff is
hashtag otters for Cecil, and like that hashtag's like trending now.
So as like your group consoled you, you went home, Tiffany, and you started like sending these things. I think we need to flash back just a little bit. Daisy, when you got home, probably before you got all of this news, there's like a pile of mail on the table. Like, I feel like your house is kind of messy at this point. Like your mom has not cleaned, like there are dishes in the sink. And there's some mail on the table that there's like some junk mail, but then you notice a letter. It's not addressed or anything. And it just has like in this nice, like pretty scrawling, slightly silvery font. It just says your name. It just says Daisy.
Mom, what's happening with the mail?
There's no response. She's either asleep or not home, or you don't know.
I open it.
You're going Potter World. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you
Where
in
is
the
it,
letter
Harry?
it is in a similar beautiful font, and it says probably something like, "Dearest to Daisy, happy birthday. I know I haven't been part of your life before or very often, but I hope you enjoyed your present." And then it just says love. And then there's a name that you can't quite read. And it was your birthday recently, or it can be coming up. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, Oliver definitely dumped me like the day before my birthday or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he didn't have to buy you something? Oh,
yeah.
God.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, he's gross.
But Oliver, like Daisy had bought him like a gold-plated watch or something. She goes
Yeah, well,
and
he's the worst. He took your present.
no, I don't think he took the present. I don't think Daisy gave it to him.
Oh, yeah, you probably wouldn't have. So you
Like
still
it was the
have
day before, so he was very specific. Like, you know,
Why would you get him a present on your birthday?
because they always had a thing where they exchange gifts.
Oh, okay.
It was meant to be cute.
Okay.
She goes and puts the letter upstairs under the like this little box, which is the watch box.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She goes over to the mirror. Let me just grab a name off the Patreon name list. Yoink. Eleanor. You can come out now. No one else is around. I want to ask you some questions.
Are you trying to gaze into the abyss?
I'm trying to gaze in the abyss.
All right, roll plus dark.
I'm in chat suggesting Salamangundi Whipple. That's the NPC name.
Fail.
So you fail. As you gaze into the abyss, I think there's a moment where you're staring into this mirror and just your reflection stares back at you. There's none of that like familiar voice that you've heard previously. And I think for a moment the vision in the mirror does actually shift, but it's like one of those like between blinks. You maybe think that you see it, and it becomes instead of your bedroom, you see reflected this sort of beautiful kind of moonlit grove. Like everything sort of sparkles and it's very sweet. And for a brief moment, you feel yourself like drawn in. You feel like you have to be there and you want to. And as you reach out, either mentally or physically, to touch it, it disappears and you hear a crack and the mirror splits.
Oh.
And it's just like cut. Your face is like shifted now in the mirror.
She like takes like a nearby shirt or something and puts it over the mirror because she knows she'll get blamed for breaking it.
And then maybe that's when you go like lie on your bed to like send that message. And then...
she like very confusedly and slowly like types up the message. She's like not sure if she's doing it or not. She normally gets the advice from her like invisible best friend, but she's not around, so she composes this and sends it.
And then that's when you get mobbed on. And you see Tiffany's tweet, and that's when you realize that, yeah, things didn't go super well. So I think we're going to
Daisy will be oblivious to the fact that she's being comment bombed by just a small group. So she'll actually reply to each one individually, asking, like, what happened? Oh, no, what's going on?
So we have a few things to go with. We have Cecil to come back to, which I think we're going to leave a little bit. Gosh, poor Carlos. He's having a day. And but let's
I want to just give him a hug. I want to tell him it's gonna be okay.
He's going on a roller coaster ride. Poor
What do you mean?
Carlos.
yeah, we just see Carlos like sobbing and eating pizza while being consoled by multiple siblings.
Aww.
Actually, maybe not consoled. Like he's just sobbing and eating pizza alone in his room. And downstairs, like his siblings are raucously fighting with each other, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. My best friend's dead.
Like we do, like the camera pulls out of Daisy's window, goes down the street a few, like, and then zooms in on Carlos's window.
Yeah. Downstairs, we just see like two of his siblings like squabbling over a piece of pizza. And then they're like, and then he's just like sobbing, eating a pizza alone in his room. He is but then we pan over, and I think we're in the car, Adam, as you've been picked up by your guardian, your parental figure, Dr. Walton. He's sort of quietly driving as he is taking you home. And I think there's just like a long silence.
I think I interrupted.
I think he's like an older gentleman. He keeps like his hair very short and cropped, and he probably wears like fairly nondescriptly dressed, but he has some like age betrayed on his face. Probably older than you might expect for someone to have a father for a kid your age.
Did I screw up?
So how was school today? He's just driving.
I mean, it was going okay, and then that happened.
So you've learned that human beings are not meant to jump off of 4-story buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Did you push him?
No.
Good.
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
You were up there. They're going to be suspicious of you.
Am I still gonna
You
get
need to
to
be
go to
careful.
school?
To not. I'll have to consider the risks if they are worth the rewards. So, what else did you learn today?
Well, there was more history. I'm getting a hang of that, and we did biology, and I'm a bit lost with chemistry.
If I had the time, I would tutor you, but I don't. So, we'll have to see if we can find someone to do that.
I was trying to make friends too, kinda. I don't know. I went to a club that was nice-ish.
Which one?
It was anime. It's like a show. You watch it. It was kind of
It's not
boring.
the most enriching, but it's a good start. What do you know about the boy? The one that jumped?
Well, he likes anime and pizza, and I don't know. He kind of seemed to know a bit too much about. I don't know. It seemed like he knew. I don't know.
Knew what?
That I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, I suppose it's for the best then. You know you can't.
Adam
let
doesn't
anyone
look like
find
he
out.
agrees.
You know you can't let anyone find out. That is your most important directive.
I'm doing my best. I'm just.
Then do better than your best. Improve your best.
That doesn't make any sense.
I subscribe to the theory, or no, not subscribe to. He's very confident. Then I clearly need to go over. Oh God, Lauren's already blanking on her own teaching teaching stuff. Well, I forgot it. It's an important thing.
The moment you leave school, no matter what role you're playing in it, you immediately erase it from your brain.
Yeah, it's the whole concept he talks about. The whole concept of how intelligence is not a fixed concept, and that we can growth mindset. That's the one. And clearly, we need to go over the finer points of growth mindset with you again. Your best can always improve. You are not a fixed intelligence. You are not a fixed point. You do not have limits unless you choose to have them.
It doesn't feel like that to me. I don't see the point of all this anyway. This is what everyone does.
Consider. He sort of pauses and sighs, and I think he pulls out the car into the driveway, and he turns off the car. And he turns and looks at you. Maybe I have put too much pressure on you. But just as you have no other choices than to learn, I have staked a lot of things on you and your potential. I believe in you. I really do. I just want you to believe in yourself. Sorry I was short with you, but you were implicated in the murder of a student, so.
All right, I'll try and be better at fitting in somehow.
Let's review your notes that you've made together. See what we can learn from them together.
Okay. Pulls out his notes.
And he leads you inside. And I think that is your like weird family bonding.
Yep. Just
Adam,
weird.
Was your human suit damaged today?
Yeah, that's your interaction with your guardian. All right. Anyone else before we go to Cecil? It's been a pretty
Daisy's downstairs
Pretty
cleaning pots and
emotional.
pans.
yeah.
She's
All right,
got
Daisy
chores to do.
cleans. Daisy eventually figures out what happens. I feel like there's some sort of like mass email or notification from the school of, and I think you realize this like later on. You get an email from the vice principal that says there was a tragic accident today. One of our students was gravely injured, but this is not as tragic as it could be. We will count ourselves lucky that we will see them again soon at school. And reports of their death have been greatly exaggerated. And then we will cut to the next morning, I think at this point, in a hospital room. But this hospital room does not have windows. It has a single bed in it and a chair. It's pretty small. It's kind of, we only have the fluorescent lights on. There are no sounds of hospital equipment or anything. There's no like beeping or buzzing. Nothing is hooked up. We just see Cecil's body lying in the bed. And I guess, Josh, you to kind of describe this to me. Like, what does short rest for the wicked look like for Cecil?
It's kind of like a momentary lapse in reality or concentration if you're a person.
So we see like in one moment the
horrible
form, and then there's just like maybe a sound of, do we hear some little chimes?
Yes.
We hear some chimes. There's like a sort of a moment, and then you're in the bed looking perfectly weebish. Very normal. Maybe a little bit scruffy. Even your clothes aren't damaged. Like there's no evidence of anything that happens.
Yep.
And we see that happen. Like there's the sort of like the magical glitch, and we hear a voice, and it's a familiar voice to us. It is the vice principal, Mr. Burgess. You're awake.
Yeah. Who are you?
Did you lose your memory as well?
No. What?
We were all quite worried about you.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Can you refrain from jumping off roofs? At least the school's roof.
Sure. Why not? I've already done that now. So, on to something new.
He sort of sighs. We'll see you back at school. Why don't you take the day off?
But I've got some very important things going on now that I didn't expect when I got up this morning. So, can I just come back?
I suppose I have no reason to stop you. I just have some paperwork to fill out.
Cool. Okay. Thanks.
And he will leave.
Cecil's gonna take out his phone and go to Snapchat and just take a picture. Like,
so one thing I also realized that did you not fulfill one of your moves? Satiate.
yes.
I feel like you satiated the hunger for thrills. Possibly also the hunger for revelations, but I feel like you probably need to explain that to Adam to fulfill that portion of it. So let's start with thrills, and then once you explain
And I think as soon as you pick up your phone, you probably have a lot of messages.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's
So you
sort
have-
of happy about it, sort of blasé.
You don't need to fully heal. You took full harm, but you don't need to, because short rest for the wicked. So do you want to mark experience or take it forward?
I will mark experience, which brings me to 2.
Okay, so you mark experience, and you send your Snapchat messages. Do you do anything else now that you've woken up? And it's like you look at the time and it's like 7 a.m.
Guess I should go to school?
What do you do after you died?
Yeah. What do you do after you die? On to the next attempt.
So you get up,
Experiment.
you leave the room, you leave the door, and you find yourself in just like a regular hospital corridor. The only thing that might strike you as a little bit odd is standing right outside the door is a single person, an adult. She's standing there in a black suit, tie, white collar. She just nods to you when you leave. Doesn't say anything.
If she doesn't say anything, he doesn't say anything.
Nope. And I think that's where we'll leave this episode. It's a little bit early, but that seems like a good spot to wrap up.
I mean, you should wrap up before Cecil finishes early, really,
Mm-hmm.
as we've learned today.
God, I gotta figure out how everyone's gonna respond to this.
Oof.
You're...
Hey everyone. Doing fine.
Who did you send that to on Snapchat?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tiffany does
Everyone.
not look good that you made like a suicide video for him.
I don't think that, from Tiffany's point of view, like
Yeah.
he still tried to commit suicide from her.
That's
opinion.
true,
So
actually.
even if he's,
That is probably
even if
the
he's
story.
even if he's safe, like she's happy that he's like
Yeah.
fine. But yeah.
True. I can't wait. I'm just gonna make a quick note. Like we have to go through the fallout of the fall.
And I'm
Cool.
just
All
kind of
right.
Trying to
fair enough.
rationalize it to themselves, like, prime of his life,
There was a
basically
bush.
bounce at that age.
Yeah, there was a trampoline. Like
It was just an elaborate stunt. Like Tiffany staged it to get more attention on her Instagram.
Oh yeah, it was totally a mannequin. That
Yeah,
was
it
why
was set
Adam was
up.
up there.
If
He
you
was
look,
throwing it
there's
over.
This, like slight flash as it goes past a lamppost. The camera kind of catches it. That's when they did the scene change.
Mm.
Tiffany did not post a video of what happened.
oh no.
Yeah.
It will have leaked magically anyway. That's
Oh, probably.
also there's gonna be
Everyone
like
has
20
cameras,
people
so-
filming in that moment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Why would all that footage suddenly just disappear or be edited? That would suggest a
Oh.
large, well-organized group of individuals.
Oh no.
Large,
Hmm.
well organized, and
It was
Who is
just
this?
mass hysteria. That no one jumped at all. You're all just imagining it. One person
No one
said
remembers
someone
anything.
jumped, and so you all thought you'd seen it, and it was
yeah,
all just
exactly.
yeah.
They were just shooting a movie, and it was an extra, and they had a body harness and everything. And then people just took that footage, and then they just said that it was someone who jumped off the sky. Oh.
These are like the 5 different rumors about what happened
Yeah.
going around.
It's great.
Anyway, thank you for watching Monster Hearts River Valley High, our first episode. It'll be up on YouTube tomorrow if you haven't seen the fin lives right now. You can go check out tomorrow on YouTube, youtube.com/roll for it. What are our announcements today, Nathan?
I like the suggestion of a weather balloon filled with swamp gas. But yes. Today's
Release of
supporter
dangerous
was
chemicals from the chemistry lab that made everyone just slightly hallucinate.
yeah, of course.
Classic.
Yeah. Today's supporter was Kirby. Thank you very much, Kirby, for supporting this. I hope you enjoyed this dumpster fire, as Monster
So
Hearts
good.
always is and must be.
Yeah, it's not Monster Hearts if it's not a dumpster fire.
Also, you can catch the February admin recap now on the Patreon for Hero Tier and above. Also, the final character sheets for our Blades characters are up there for Party Tier and above. And then also for Party Tier and above, you can watch the Monster Hearts character summary video where we talked through all of our character stuff and we decided how all our strings worked and we generated our classroom. And also the character sheets will be up in the coming week for you to check anything there. And next week we will be back at the normal time, 1 hour earlier than we are right now, which would take us back to the normal time for people in the continental US, and everywhere else it's fine. So if you're in Europe or UK or Australia or whatever, you're fine.
Instead of 11 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, so it's just so good. And them's the things.
And we're switching to British summertime from GMT.
Yeah.
Or whatever your regional equivalent is.
Also,
French
if it wasn't
summertime.
already mentioned, the VTM VOD for yesterday's stream is going to be live in 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we do have some tips to go through. So, Vo 5100, $1. This is going to be a glorious shit show, and I'm here for it. Paladin Hulk, $5.59. I'm very glad this show exists. Thank you all. And Vo 5100, $1. $1 for the Carlos Emotional Support Fund. He is the best bean.
I feel so bad for him. He had the worst
Sorry.
day possible ever.
He's a sweet bean, but he's gonna do some dumb shit too.
Oh no.
Excellent. Tell everyone that Daisy likes pineapple. That said, we're going to go do an after show. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Go check out our YouTube channel. In 2 minutes, the VTM will be live. And until next time, may the dice. Oh, wait, everyone. Right, where are we going to find everyone? I knew there was something.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
okay.
Look, I've got a lot of things that are different right now. It's hard to change frame. Let's start off with RMC, Random Tuesday. Lauren, who are you? What do you do when we find you?
Hello, I am Random Tuesday. You may find me on most places on the internet at Random Tuesday. I am forever at home. You can find me working on cosplay and stuff like that. Look at this space. That's where I do it. And also playing RPGs and all of that good stuff. So come hang out with me on Mustardam.
Okay. What about Queen of the Stream, Tiffany Margaret Crone? What about you?
Hi. I promise I'm not that terrible IRL. You can find me at Margaret Crone in all of the places. That's my name. I do things on the internets. Come check it out at those places. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, so if you want more Animal Crossing in your life, that's probably what you're gonna get. And of course, cooking. I like cooking food. Food is delicious. And yeah, I'm also working on a video game as that's my day job. You can check that out at Ashes of Creation. That's all I got.
Okay. What about the geek who apparently gets his end away a lot, Cecil, Gaming FTL. Josh, what about you?
When I'm not stirring up a lot of drama, you can find me at Gaming FTL basically everywhere on the internet. If you want silly video game shenanigans, there was a new game called Cybermotion that was updated to a new version recently, and it's kind of like Getting Over It, except you have to teach a robot to walk, and it's a pain in the ass. That was fun. Also, role-playing and vampires on Strange Adventures, where I am creating an Intro to Vampire 5th Edition series that we've been helping people out with that. It's been really fun.
Okay. Adam, Bentham Plays. Where are you when you're not confused and trying to figure out how social interactions work?
What do you talk about? That's all I do. That's my life. Well, actually, my life right now is renovating a house and then occasionally taking a break from that to do RPG shows or like the odd stream. So you can maybe find me on YouTube where I am Mangleport Gaming, and on Twitch where I am, I think, Manglepork. I don't know, I only streamed there once so far, but there'll maybe be more streams there or videos or something. I don't know, there's too many things to do. Help. I'm so tired. I'm covered in plaster dust.
The bees.
Not bees, thankfully. Bees will be worse. You can't... Well, I say you can't inhale bees, but actually you could inhale bees. That would be worse than inhaling plaster dust.
We could ask the Queen. She would know.
I'm up to things. Maybe, who knows? What are you doing?
I'm gonna use this voice because I find it hilarious. Hello, I'm Enter Elysium. From youtube.com/Enter Elysium, where I've got a lot of stuff going on, like recording a load of Hearts of Iron, invading America, recording a bunch of Stellaris and so on. Actually, a new episode came out a few hours ago where I'm a race of cats trying to flee the doomsday our homeworld is going to go through. It's going to explode. So there's going to be catastrophic proportions, and I'm trying to escape the calamity. I made the race so I can make that joke. Yes.
I need someone to clip this.
Right.
Please.
Really? You need this in your life? Okay.
What a catastrophe.
Exactly. I tend to live my life like that. Also, I stream on Tuesdays with Black Crusade RPG, and on Thursdays doing just random stuff, and occasional Saturdays as well, playing a lot of Foxhole recently. Beyond that, yeah, pretty normal. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, may the dice roll over in your favour. Goodbye, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.